two bounty hunters knock on our heads, and we knocked back. Also, there was the thing with the golden gun. I believe I wrote up already. Oh yeah, here's a summary I wrote up. Then they gave us the golden gun, and also we were damn stupid and just decided to sail in on the ship with an APB on it. Overall, we met with the Rat King and kind of met with the townspeople in his friends list, and it was pretty cool.
Marvelous. Huzzah.
So now we can finally go around to dealing with the snake people thing.
Right.
Shake some hands, as they say. But it's up
I
to
think
you.
we'll be shaking more than hands.
Tentacles.
If they have any hands.
I believe we're going to boom boom shake the room.
Tentacles, tongues, ears, whatever they have.
Probably not yours either.
Something is getting shook by the end of the day.
Well then, kids and cadets, you're sitting out by the tavern, and you've been asked to do something. Namely, that people are getting kidnapped out of town, and you have to stop it.
Yep.
Well, I appreciate the dumbfounded silence at the awe-inspiring nature of my storytelling, but please keep your senses to yourself.
Okay, well, time to do legwork. What do we know? What do we know
that they are
about?
kidnapped at night. You've also puzzled together that they are serpentine in nature, potentially. And that they seem to have no issue getting in and out of town. Undetected, no less.
Alright, what kind of people are they kidnapping?
Who knows? You'd have to find out.
Yo, Rat King.
No, he doesn't keep his ear that low to the ground.
Okay, do we know where are they kidnapping them to?
Out of town, to the northeast, presumably.
Like, do they have some kind of shack in the woods?
There's a forest there, so that's like a place you could hide better than anywhere else.
Yeah.
Alright, so people of some description are being kidnapped in the night and probably
I did tell you that
forest.
No physical, external features were particularly common among them. If there is a pattern as to who they're taking, it's not something external.
Maybe they just smell tasty.
Just smelled. It's always about the big stinky with you.
I mean, it's an option.
Right, so if it's not physical, then...
strictly speaking, if they were snakes, they probably would care if someone smelled.
Flick of the tongue, as they say.
I mean, I assume we can't just, canvass the town asking around, hey, does anyone know any snakes? Has anyone met a snake?
Well, we could check if the people who had disappeared follow the same faith or have magical aptitude. Those are two non-physical things that come to mind.
Excellent. Who here thinks that they have the charismatic skills to just, ask questions?
Probably me. The guy whose entire build revolves around.
Alright then. Captain, let's see if you can do this surreptitiously.
Cat pen.
without making everyone ask if you're perhaps a kidnapper yourself. Since you're asking about all these people getting kidnapped. Maybe you're a copycat kidnapper and you're just trying to get in vogue.
Copycat.
Well then, roll me some diplomancy.
Diplomancy. The Dingus Donga. Dibbly doobus.
Well, you're pretty sure that you,
as much as you tried, 10 with a 3.
As much as you've tried your best, it's kind of difficult not to seem a little bit suspicious. So someone might be about this, but who knows? What you do manage to find out is that some of them, at least, did indeed display some form of like magical aptitude. But around here, most people tend to follow similar deities. Most people vanished from the poor districts because, you know, that's easier to steal from.
Yeah. Less people would really complain.
But there's no, like, religious thing that you can divine. Because, you know, the poor districts, people tend to follow the god that's, like, good fortune and charity and this stuff. Or if they're criminals,
Right.
the god of stabbing people really good. But they won't tell you that.
Okay, so likely people who have magical abilities, or at least potential to have them.
Hey, Carl, do you want to act as bait? We can dress you up like a hobo and then wait for some lizards to come and kidnap you. Do like some street.
BK, your audio is a bit funky. What's up?
Is it? My connection's probably shitty.
Yeah, you go quiet occasionally.
Let me just check my microphone's plugged in correctly.
Nope.
You sound a lot more like, you know, the laptop microphone. Or phone on desk.
I think I know what the problem was.
You're here now. As in,
Also,
you sound like you're on your microphone.
Yeah,
because
step on the cable.
no, it was on top of my, and I've had forgotten.
Oh no! Poor baby. Well done, baby.
Because I was eating before and I didn't want to get it on.
I mean, you still kind of trail off every so often for some reason, but... Yeah.
I mean, that's just the way I speak.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. We're looking for magical people because magical people apparently get kidnapped a lot.
Indeed.
Well, what about that guy that Carl spoke with last time? What was his name?
Charlie?
Charlie. Yeah, maybe we could ask him if anyone's been like knocking on his door or whatever, trying to
Yeah, Charlie was one of the
bring him up.
people that hadn't been kidnapped yet that practices magic.
Yeah, like, if Charlie had been kidnapped yet, I don't think we could have spoken.
I mean, like, maybe someone's tried. He seemed like he was somewhat competent. He probably could have fought them off, but maybe he has some clues for us. Like, maybe like he saw who it was, or I'm spitballing here. I'm trying to think of something.
Yeah.
I don't know how Cora would feel, but Charlie would feel about being bait.
Yeah, probably not very.
It's for the good
On
of
top of
the
that, maybe
community.
Charlie just isn't the right kind of bait.
Maybe Carl could be bait.
Is it
Dressed up like a hobo in the street.
You're gonna like put him under a box with a stick.
Yes.
Is there a spell that gives things a false magical aura?
Presumably. I
Yeah, that would probably be the magic aura spell.
Yes.
Wow, convenient.
It's not even a high level spell, but
It's kind of not a spell I would have expected to use, so I don't actually know it.
Yeah, that's fair. It's kind of a incredibly
Also,
specific use case.
Also, it's kind of supposed to be used on.
Items.
Yeah,
Ah,
it doesn't really work on people.
well,
Probably do it on someone's clothes or something, and then it make it look like it was them that was magical.
Actually, Greater Magic Aura can work on objects. Work on people, I mean.
unique. That's ooh. 4th level wizard spell.
Uh, wow, is there such a thing as a greater magic aura? Let me.
Yes.
Yep, there is. And yeah, it can target creatures.
And then that
So,
creature
that's
becomes slightly magical.
Yeah, that's out of my competence range for now.
Yep.
Doesn't look like Charlie knows it either, so we can't just like go ask him nicely.
I don't know. Maybe they have a scroll lying around. This is like their spellbook, not the things they have in their shelves.
Maybe.
Would be a pretty
Yeah,
expensive
well.
scroll.
But like, even if we did do that, how could we guarantee that the snake people are going to fall for the bait? Actually, and then like after that, what would we even do? Beat them up and get them to take us to their leader?
Like the big thing you need to consider is, why would anyone give themselves a magic aura of, hey, come and get me?
Mm.
Like, until they have a reason to assume someone is looking for them, they're probably not going to take precautions against a particularly extraordinary use case scenario.
Yeah.
Which is someone casting a high level spell to appear tasty.
Well, yeah, well, probably wouldn't hurt to ask. Like, go ask Mr. Charles to
She was a lady.
give
but
us
she
a
had
hand.
the voice of a smoker.
Oh, she's. It's a gender neutral name. It's difficult.
Yeah, what you gonna do? She's scooting over to Charlie's magic shop. Scoot, scoot. And Charlie would like to know what's up.
We are in need of someone who knows, like, or has access to a specific spell to cast it on us. We would, well, on at least one of us. We would like to, we'd probably be able to pay you for the expense.
Yeah, what kind of spell
Beyond
you looking
that-
for, little guy?
Great. Do you happen to know Greater Magic Aura?
Now, that's the kind of spell you usually cast when you're trying to do something, a little sneaky.
Hey, my
Yeah, my
business is my
friend here
business.
is a sneaky person.
And I wink.
Well, I know this guy who likes to throw illusion spells from time to time. He might be good for that.
That sounds very good.
I don't know if he's still around town, but if I can find him, I'll see if I can get him to come on by. I'll press on his
That would
list.
be great. Well, sooner rather than later. It's not like desperately urgent.
All right. Well, how about tomorrow then? I've got a shop to run,
I don't see why waiting around would be a bad
If
idea.
you don't mind
other
running
than-
around town a bit, I can just give you his address.
Of course, we wouldn't. Not like we have anything better to do. That's why probably we are so impatient.
Charlie takes
Yeah,
a burnt out magic scroll and just sort of scrolls some directions on it and like a note of like, hey, it's me. These guys want something from you. Here you go.
smiley face.
Also,
Try not to believe anything you see around the guy's house. He likes illusions, And he gives you a little wink.
yeah. I asked Charlie to maybe like put in a little paragraph about Carl, so that hey, also this guy's a wizard with some spells. Can you take care of him?
Sure. Like add it to the bottom.
Yeah.
Scribble, scribble,
P.S.
scribble.
This guy's a great wizard. Smiley face.
Teach him some dumb spells.
Yeah, especially the damn ones.
Yeah,
The dumber the better.
the ones no one cares about.
Hmm. Oh man.
See you
Okay.
later,
Well,
kids.
Later.
thank.
Alright, you scoot on out, and the instructions will take you to one of the higher ends in town, actually.
Ooh.
He's a
Unless,
fancy lad.
Like, you're
I
gonna go
sure
up
hope.
to the Ivy Docks near the fancy park.
Yeah.
And just put you back on the river myth map as you go along the river up to the park. Alright. The first thing you see when you arrive at this address is this house does not fit in anywhere else. It is like 20 houses compressed into one place, so they're all like weirdly stacked on top of each other. And immediately you can just sort of think this isn't real. Like this is like an
Blizzard House,
entire
alright.
slums compressed into a house.
Yeah.
With all the doors and windows to match.
Hmm.
Although around here all the houses are pretty big, they're like mansion size and stuff. So it's busy.
Yeah, this guy seems to be a wizard that doesn't spare any expense on showing that they are a wizard. I like it.
Indeed. These illusions look mighty fancy.
Okay, well, let's go find the right door, the actual door to knock on. It probably looks super stupid if we're just gonna try knocking on a wall.
You walk over to the most logical door. It is written simply as the Great and Stupendous Thoris. That's Thoras. The subtitle of his name is that he is a artisan of illusions. The door, knock, 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 opens up to a wide and beautiful courtyard where the night sky sparkles down a pale moonlight. And at the center sits a large chair upon which sits a man. He is a very dark-skinned man with a trimmed beard and a cap with two rose-colored glasses, goggles, like on top. And he beckons you in.
I admire his optimism.
Looks like you were expecting us.
No, I expect no one. But I am at no risk from whatever tomfoolery you plan against the world's mightiest tomfooler. And yes, that picture is a pretty close approximation of what his house looks like, but then, like, compress it down a little bit, like, smush it all together, like a big wad of dough. Now then, you do not come to my magnificent abode without a reason. Most are scared of such stupendous magic, awe-inspiring delights.
Well, it's that kind of magic that we're actually in the market of, not exactly hiring, but like
And what?
acquiring? Question mark.
A spell that you seek. Well, what kind of spell may it be? Do you wish a castle to rise from the ground, fly through the air? Do you need a dragon the size of an entire city to stomp along the floor?
Alas,
All of those things sound fantastic.
Alas, we are not looking for anything quite as
Dramatic.
stupendous as that.
Oh, yeah, right.
Dramatic either, unfortunately. We are merely little do-gooders for now, and thus you might have heard of a series of kidnappings around the Rivermouth lately.
He pulls at his ear for a moment. And what would it be if I have?
Well, He
Well,
would know exactly how to make us look like prime targets for such a kidnapping so that we could dismantle it from the inside.
Well, I don't, so I'm afraid I can't.
Well, we know how. You just happen to have the means of how to do that, and that would involve a certain
Oh.
spell. Seems up your alley.
Oh, I thought you wanted a
Cool.
disguise. I see. You want to do a disguise, but at a different level. Wink.
A magic disguise.
Ah, yes.
I wink back.
Now, to be fair, I don't exactly know the local population composition, so I don't know what kind of aura you seek. But I assure you, my auras are inscrutable.
Sounds
Well,
great.
I know nothing about magic. Take it away, Carl. Dramatic.
Uh,
Like,
I give my best explanation of what we heard about the snake people's preferences.
Sounds like arcane casters. But are they sorcerers or are they wizards? There's a distinct difference in the two auras, as I've learned over many painful years.
sneaksters.
Well, do you have an answer? Because I sure don't. I can also just apply both, but I don't know if that's a great idea.
Yeah, it probably isn't. Although it would probably stand out like a sore thumb.
Ah, you would be like a touch in a dark room.
So
we're kinda
I
hoping
don't
to stand
suppose you found out in your investigation, Val.
not exactly. I haven't really found anything super useful.
Well,
Well then, if you don't have an answer, I don't know what I can help you with.
Well,
yeah, we should probably have thought this through a bit more.
I simply need to know if it's a sorcerer's aura or a wizard's aura you need.
well,
If there's any other specifics to it, that would also be nice. But otherwise, I can improvise from there.
I mean-
probably sorcerer. If they are kidnapping people for the poorer district, I doubt they
And
have.
we already have a wizard, so
Hmm.
at worst, they've probably already got an aura.
Probably sorcerers. Are there any sorcerers bloodlines connected to snakes?
He wouldn't know. He's not that kind of wizard, but your local Carl or druid might know.
Let me just roll Knowledge Arcana. I guess that would be the one.
Snake blood.
Like in at least assuming that would be Arcana and something else.
This is not
That
a very
sounds-
difficult check, so go nuts. Yes, there are bloodlines that lead to the serpent folk, also known as the Not Wanty.
Alright. So, an aura of a snake sorcerer. That should probably do the trick.
Of course. You watch as rocks from this beautiful garden gather in the moonlight to form this large golem that swings its hand about to gesture. And it then... So who is the one who receives this mighty blessing to appear as something they are not?
Well, probably not the guy in heavy armor because that would be way too suspicious. So Val, I guess. That would be the cat person.
Sure, I suppose. Just kind of nervously looking at the fucking golem.
The golem
Having
casts
second thoughts.
upon a spell. You don't notice anything different or feel any different, but something must have happened somewhere, somehow.
Okay, so
Well, I know detect magic. Let's see what that tells me.
Val is
Excellent.
now a cat person who smells like a snake.
Yes. Detect magic would register them as a what is it, 10th level serpentine sorcerer.
Ooh.
Huh.
And so right up until you use that sword like a proper swordsman, they wouldn't know any better.
Oh, okay. So now, well, do we owe you anything for this? Like, would you like some
Ah,
We
kind of?
definitely
if you
do. We
find
definitely do.
if you
Yeah,
find
like,
anything particularly illusionary along your apparently quite exciting travels, if you're going after snakes, do drop on by. I love trinkets, odds and ends.
All
So
right.
it's more
We'll
of a debt. All right.
we'll haul you whatever weird crap we find.
No, 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 no.
Gotcha.
Just the fun illusion things that make things appear that aren't real. I love them. I love gadgets and
Mm-hmm.
trinkets.
I mean, I have a wand of invisibility sphere. I guess that counts as
I'm more of the
magic.
kind of illusion people get to enjoy with their eyes and feast upon. I can already master the art of not being visible.
Ah, yes. That's fair. Understandable.
The golem gives
Yeah.
you illusionary papats, and that means the golem becomes transparent since you've touched something that isn't physical. But there you go.
Yay.
You've been pat
Thank
by
you, Mr.
illusionary
Golem.
stones.
Yeah. Well, I'll be sure to bring such items to the best of, like, if I can recognize them to the best of my ability.
Marvelous.
Yeah.
Is there anything else I can help you with, since you're standing in my beautiful lobby?
No, we are on our way out.
If we think of anything, we'll make sure to stop by again.
True
Thank you
story.
very much for your time.
Maybe on like when we return, maybe I will be worthy of being taught a spell by you, but I don't really feel that is quite yet.
There's a little fanfare as you leave the building, and horns spewing confetti.
Yay.
Yay.
Well then,
Valentine, you feel
shall
like you
we?
smell more than you usually do, but that might just be the placebo effect taking hold.
Eh, Let's get this over with.
All right, let's stuff you in a smelly alleyway somewhere and wait for
Eh,
nightfall.
You're gonna have to wait until nightfall, so you're gonna have to sleep in a dirty alleyway.
Pat
Poor Betty! Someone protect her.
nose is sensitive.
Well, try to look sneaky.
Yes.
Like stretch
Question
your
mark.
leggy or something.
Really far?
Just doing the worm through the alleyway.
Swallow
I'm a
something
snake.
whole.
I
I'll
appreciate the
do my
optimism.
best.
Anyway, kids, do you have anything else you want to do this day, or are you just gonna wait until nightfall and see what happens then? As you dump this poor baby in an alleyway somewhere.
Well, if I recall, I stayed up all night and was fatigued. Do I have enough time to kind of rest midday?
Cool. As you all wait in the alleyway.
Yeah, I
And I
guess.
hope I don't wait in the alleyway. But okay.
Alright.
Hmm.
D6, and then we're gonna see what happens from there. Grubba Ding Dong is holding watch when some mysterious, sneaky people, some dudes, sort of look around the alleyway in a very conspicuous manner, and
Yeah.
they turn their attention. Like they turn and point at Valentine, and they sort of shuffle behind some boxes in like a half set up market stall, and they start muttering among each other.
Alright.
Presumably at that point he also wakes everyone up, so that everyone can make some decisions on what to do with this information.
Now, should we just confront them head on, or try to follow them when they kidnap Well?
Eh,
So,
Nervous
if we were to capture one of them alive, we could probably, do you think we'll be able to browbeat the location out of them?
Maybe. I can certainly beat them.
Certainly slap him around a little, yes.
Because
I mean, my bar-
otherwise,
you might not even speak the language.
I mean, if
Well,
they
then.
came here, they probably speak common.
Probably.
And they are wasting the
probably.
event.
Well, I guess. Trying to follow them, I'm just kind of worried that they will pull some kind of trick that we won't be privy to.
Entirely possible.
Yeah, and then we would just kind of be down one file.
Eh,
I'm sure we will figure out a means of tracking him.
Yeah, maybe if we actually thought of some kind of tracking solution.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Yeah, well,
So, as a result, I would suggest the browbeat plan, but I guess.
okay. Let's just ambush them then,
We are initiating combat.
and not let them kidnap Valentine.
hooray! My friends
Valentine,
actually care about me.
I can't believe, Valentine, your friends care about you.
Hooray!
What a beautiful adventure of emotion and heart. Of love and affection. And of you probably sleeping on a gross tarps in a dirty alley. It is like good near midnight, so just gonna put down that most people are probably gonna be like, stop making such noise.
Brr.
Wah.
Well, I forgot to learn silence. I'm not even sure if that's a spell anymore or if Charlie was there to teach me.
Well, we're civilians. Yeah.
Can these tokens please be moved onto the there we go. Okay, they're there. They're like huddled away in a corner. You can initiate combat whenever you feel that combat needs to be initiated.
Oh man, here we are across the river again. Nice.
Well, I will wait for them to get a little bit closer.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
One of
like
them takes out
Ooh.
like a dagger, gleaming in the
Ugh.
moonlight.
Scared.
And the other one
Yeah.
keeps watch.
And what do they look like?
They look like people, but in a very... You know how people tend to have those unique, distinct facial features? Even though it's like late at night, you can sort of tell that they look very generically human.
Oh,
Like, you'd forget about them the second you saw them. And he walks on over, puts the dagger high in the air over Valentine. He's putting on dramatics.
okay.
hey, well, is the other one going to close in?
The other one keeps watch. And he's
Ooh.
like sort of leaning around the corner, making sure nothing off is going to happen.
Oh, shame, that kinda ruins my plan of casting web. Oh,
Let's see. How's fast?
I'm sorry that they're using some form of tactic. Mild
Yeah.
as it is.
yeah.
I mean, they've been doing this for a while and haven't been caught. Kind of have to assume they know what they're doing a little bit.
Also, he's not like
Okay.
dramatically raising the dagger over his head. It's more like he's lining it up.
Eh.
Okay.
Am I asleep at this point, or
I
am
don't
I
know
like
what you're doing. What are you doing to appear a tasty treat?
I'm eating soup? It's a can of soup.
I
Like
see.
the homeless person.
All right, you all see that the knife. Oh, like he's gonna go quickly slice across the neck to get him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
something.
probably not recommended.
Like he's gonna go for the
Yeah.
aorta.
Okay.
I wanna, like,
Galton
Sweep the
8.
leg and knock him over. Just
Galton 8 is springing into action.
yeah, we're doing this.
Everyone, initiative time.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
No, that's not really appropriate. This is not a
That's what I rolled.
moment. Sorry.
It is where I roll a 10.
Okay, baby over here. Okay, let me just clear out the initiative track of all these old babies that are not. The guy who was not a gnome.
It keeps happening.
God damn, these guys have a lot of initiative.
Yeah, they keep rolling badly for mine, which is
Yeah.
awful.
Well, lucky you. This other guy rolled like pants.
Hmm. I think
Oh, that's what they have. Oh, they're good at this. All right.
I think you dropped Volt Galter out of it.
Okay. Well, the fun part is that once I add you, you can add your own. You can change your own initiative, but no one else's. So
Gasp.
put yourself up to code, kids.
Was it?
Also, you got a lot of looks from people who are like, "Why are you standing in this alleyway?" And then
So-
when like in the evening, not like now, because now everyone's asleep, having a good nap. What about Grubbalubba Ding Dong? Who's taking care of him today?
I'll go open it up for now.
Grubbalubba Ding Dong.
Wow, I tried to open the character and suddenly things froze up. Okay,
Hey, Valta, what's your deck
click.
score?
My dex. I was going to sneeze, but it disappeared. Dex is 16-3 mod.
Wow, don't let me roll initiative for anything. Again.
Well, since nothing has happened technically, this serpent over here is just still like ready to spring into action when he sees something suspicious. Ade can move in. Pop out of
Time for dog.
your baby basic cover.
Okay. Let's see. Ade has a move of 40. So Ade will make her way to this guy.
Well, the other guy doesn't have any immediate actions ready, so he's just sort
Shouldn't
of
they be at full health too?
Oh.
assume we've taken a bit of a break and applied some not dead goo to this thing.
Yeah, we had like a whole day wandering around.
Just, didn't remember.
This guy's
Yeah.
very confused that this just happened.
Yeah, suddenly there's a dinosaur in front
Suddenly,
of him.
dog.
Where's my fight? Gnome.
Okay, well, this guy has some supreme
Oh.
armor associated with
Ignore the. Yeah, ignore the precision flanking. There's no flanking going on.
but he has quite some durability when it comes down to it. Oof, these guys are frustrating to deal with, I'd imagine. But on the plus side, he will try to. Well, he can't retaliate. He's very confused that this thing is in front of him. He was expecting someone at like human height.
Well, it's medium size, so.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean
almost
there's like a
is.
head and shoulders of height.
Hmm.
Galter, your animal
Clonk,
has
clonk, 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 clonk.
Middle of the
Silent-
night.
No, everyone knows you're there. Yes.
Captain Stealth on the case.
The halberd of doom is about to rain down on the head of this guy who's still like planning to give Valentine the old stabby.
Yeah, please don't.
Bro.
I recommend doing the opposite.
Well, I'm rolling poorly today.
That you are, surprisingly.
Ah.
Oh, wow, a 3. Carl.
Shoot.
Yeah, that's me. Okay, well, I guess I need to take like a bit of a steppy. It's time to cast Glitter Dust, probably. Into this square, I guess. It will catch 8, I guess, because so well.
It's glitter dust. He'll live.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, they
Okay,
become
so
blinded. All right, everyone in there, please roll me some will saves. Also, everyone takes a minus 40 to stealth checks, even if they succeed
yeah,
their will saves.
yeah. So like the 2 snakes and 8. I'm casting into just this
All right.
10
Let me
trade.
just pull up their baby sheets and give them some rolls. Their will saves are, oh, can you roll me a caster level check, please? These guys have
Caster
spell
level.
resistance.
Oh, okay, yeah. What did caster level check look like again?
There's a button for it. On the plus side, if you make it, they both fill their saves.
Okay, so there's a button for it
See,
somewhere.
this is no, it's not mind affecting. Okay, so this would work just fine.
Yeah, not an illusion.
Caster level, go.
Spells.
Yeah, there's a
Caster
button.
level check. There it is.
Well,
Hold on, that should be a level 2 spell, so it should be a base level.
can you tell me the DC for level 2 spells again?
My level 2 spells should be DC conjuration spells, so 18 because I have spell focus.
Oh yeah, they both failed it. Okay, they're both blinded. For 4 rounds, they rub at their eyes.
Yeah, and Aid 2 presumably.
They can take another check every turn to try and wipe it out of their eyes at the very least.
Yeah.
Let's see, there's a nice bleedy eye icon to tell us all that they cannot see. Valentine,
Yeah.
your attacker is blind and probably just going to hit the box you're sitting in or whatever you're sitting in.
Oh, am I able to like sidestep around?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like, yeah.
Considering you're
Yeah.
much sneakier than Galter, you'd probably use his sound to not get hit. Like, he's going to attack the square you're not in, unless he gets rid of his blindness first. Oh, yeah, cool. I forgot spell resistance does not apply to glitter dust. I forget that it's only some spells that are affected by it. Cool.
Yeah.
So yes.
Every spell
Sorry
has a
for
resistance.
asking. I'll try to be more attentive of those details from now on.
Yeah. In fact, out of spells, I actually have prepared only color spray cares.
Okay. Valentine, the guy is blind. He's flat-footed. He hasn't even acted this round, so he is like a sitting duck.
Let's give him the stab. Everyone's favorite stab.
Are you going to use the panache?
Wait a second. I think he also has like a minus to armor class and all because of this. It's really weird. Blind is so nasty. He
Yeah.
also takes another -4. -2.
Yeah, that juicy one though.
Yeah. Surprisingly, you only needed an 11 to actually hit him in this state.
Right.
You're too busy rolling out of there and being like, oh god damn it, dagger.
I'm distracted by my soup.
As I said, this guy uses his dagger with remarkable accuracy to hit the box Valentine was in. Or whatever he was in.
Yeah.
And he's like, where did he go? I can't see him. So you said 18? Oh, wow. No, he rolls a 20. So he kind of rubs his eyes out and he's like, oh, that's where he went. Oh, no.
Hi.
He's somewhat nervous about this. Grubba ding dong.
So, who wants to decide?
The benefit of illusionary confetti, of illusionary glitter is that it doesn't stick.
Yeah, well, it's conjured.
I like to
It's
imagine
quite
that just like
rare.
video game confetti, it just falls through every bit of solid matter, even the floor. It's just gone now.
Yeah, but it isn't an illusion.
Illusionary confetti.
Okay.
Yeah, cast and entangle, probably not a great idea in context.
Oh.
Yeah, a bit too close quarters.
And
Yeah.
what is this air bubble spell everyone has?
Well, he does have Summon Swarm.
So are we going to do that again?
I mean,
Oh.
that's probably what he would do.
Well, maybe. That
Yeah, okay, well.
it does have a slight downside that it's uncontrolled.
Yeah, so how about just summon a Nature's Ally and do like a wolf or something? Like, I'm assuming that's on a Summon Nature's Ally list.
I
Oh
think
yeah.
he did that last time. Summoned a dog.
Oh yeah,
But-
that's a thing you can do.
Activate summon pup.
A pup is summoned.
Tag all.
Here's a pup. You guys can control it. Slap wherever you want.
Dog engaged.
Summoned
Where is
creature
dog?
wolf with augmented stats, or not? I don't think he has augmented stats. But
Oh,
sure.
there's dog.
Alright, slap him now where you want. His stats are being loaded in. Loaded in.
Do you want the Wolfie to menace the that Snake Man or the Water Snake Man?
I would want. Yeah, the other one.
Yeah, it seems like it'd be harder to get to.
Marvelous.
So, whoop.
He's being hounded by the local wildlife. Are they?
Suddenly an Ellie dog.
Okay. Roll me a d20 plus 2. That's the attack roll, and if you succeed, it's the 1d6 plus 1 for damage.
1d20
And-
plus.
Yeah, he hits.
Hey, that's pretty
Yeah.
good.
1d6 plus 1.
Oh.
As the wolf pounces him into existence.
Yeah, can you trip?
1d what now?
1d6
6
plus
plus
1.
2. Oh.
6 plus 1.
Shouldn't it be like +3 because of the +4 strength the wolf has? I
Oh,
don't
does
know.
he have augmented summoning?
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure that's what Crobelix has.
I thought
Yeah.
that was what you had. Alright, in that case, yes, it's
No,
another
I don't have that
it's another
yet.
3 damage. Alright.
Hmm.
It's like,
5
ah!
damage. Arr.
Dogs!
Well,
Where do these
can you
dogs
trip?
come from?
Can you make it trip with this attack?
I don't know if he can.
Because that's a wolf, so they generally do trip.
No. Oh yeah, plus trip.
No?
There we go. So yes, he gets to make a free trip attack.
Oh,
So roll me some CMB, which is plus 4.
plus 4.
Okay, maybe not.
Yeah, that's even blinded. He can hold his ground against that.
Arr.
Get down, doggy. Even though they have like these guys have 8 strength, they're not. They're more
Sure.
subterfuge.
Grr.
All right. Well, he still is going to try and do something a little bit different. And he's going to attempt a concentration check first, and he casts blur on himself.
Blur.
So he's like, oh, wavy and distortiony. You have a flat 20% chance of missing him while this effect is in effect.
Okay, so since he just cast... Oh, okay. I had this blind, so I guess not.
Are
Oh,
they?
he cast defensively.
He's
Okay.
still blinded. Oh, I need to roll some saving throws for him because he.
Yeah.
No, it's still in effect. He's still
Hey,
blinded.
roll a willpower again.
Oh, is that the start of the turn?
I think so. That's what the other snake did.
No, he rolled at the end.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
make a blind attack, I guess.
We'll
Right.
just say that since
Blinded.
blind is attacking blind, there's no. We're just rolling an attack roll.
And does the blur have any effect?
You're
Since I'm
blind.
blind.
No.
Like, I think instead of having trouble with discerning where the snake is, you have trouble with
I think the
discerning
fact you're
where the
blind
snake
is a bigger concern than the blur.
Yeah, think it outranks
So
it.
just roll me an attack because the both of you can't see each other, so it's just random flailing.
Nobody can see shit.
Well, despite randomly flailing, that's a chomp. God damn, that's a chomp.
Again,
Big chompy.
precision flanking is not a thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but you still roll good on the damage.
Yeah,
It's still a hefty chomp.
Poison does not affect him, but he does get a bit. He's like a dog on one arm, and it's this weird creature biting on his other arm. Ah!
hefty chomp.
Okay.
But is he immune to poison? Because if he isn't, that strength poison would be the end of him. Yes, he is. Okay.
Okay, let me check my new version. What do I have here? This thing. Okay. Okay, I'm going to use my hunting party.
It's a party.
So, here's my attacks.
Okay, give me a successful melee attack, please.
Yep. Trying to. Bam. Oh,
There you go.
there's someone at the door.
Oh no.
Gasp. The snakes have come for you.
Valentine, you get to make an attack.
Oh, neat. Watch me miss this one as well.
He technically missed by one, but given the fact that this guy's pushed up against a wall and you're all around him, I'll let it slide this time. You rolled another one.
That's another one, baby.
Listen, Valentine, I appreciate that you're trying to suck the ones out of this game, but you shouldn't be so greedy.
What the hell was in that soup?
I rate Pep Pep certified hefty chunk. Why is he called Pep Pep?
Pep.
Alright, door handled.
Alright, anything else you want to do in your turn?
Handled.
Door. Probably not.
Carl.
Smack and give an opening.
Yeah. So I think that. Hmm. Yeah, no. This doesn't count. Because, like, for some reason we are fighting over the river.
Hey, it seemed like a good place to do this. It's like a small off channel.
Yeah. We are fighting over a stream. I guess what I should do in this case is...
Determine that they're not vampires.
Oh, whoops. I wanted to measure. Okay, this, I guess, just about works. Because I can move here. And then I can cast a summon monster 2 into the water to make a water elemental. And then I can have it sneak up on the other snake.
This is the funkiest tactic I've seen in my life, but sure.
Oh, man.
Hey, that's what we are supposed to be doing, right? Funky tactics.
Sure.
Like, can't take you two.
It's a tiny baby elemental,
Town.
but there you go.
Oh, I forgot to make Ares will save.
Don't forget to do that. That's important.
18.
Or I get to laugh my ass all the way to the bank.
Ade somehow clears her eyes.
Yeah.
If you blink vigorously enough.
What's a blink like? Don't you lick your eyes?
All right. Is the water elemental able to?
Oh,
I
yeah.
imagine it can get in close enough to get a deck in. It can swim
I
like
mean,
90
it's
feet.
small. I think small creatures still get to fight out of their square, and also
Yep.
it has a swim speed of, I don't know, like,
90.
definitely have some
It
kind
can
of
get there.
swims. Yeah.
It's a rickety sagging bridge. All right. Its slime attack, by the way, is +5.
Slime time.
Yeah.
Slime time. Do 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 do.
Man, water elements are sickly kinda whack since they don't really do well with attacking anything on the ground.
Golly.
Oh well. So secretly it's say like +1 with a 1d6 -1 until the snake jumps into the water, then it becomes scary.
All right then. It also can only do 1 damage. Oh no, wait, it can only 1d6 -1. Oh,
Yeah.
what a masterful plan. Roll me some dice.
Still hits.
Yeah, that's a hit. Roll me 1d6 -1.
I'm just going to roll you a 5 damage.
That's quite a lot considering the context.
Yeah.
He suddenly gets punched in the back. Ah! This guy has a really bad day, all things considered.
Also, now he's probably flanked.
Valentine,
In case Sade
roll
wants
it.
to make use.
You have a turn. After all
Well-
those ones, I think you can do it.
Let's see if I can get another one. Eh.
If you roll 3 ones in a row, I give you a guaranteed critical instead. Because screw you, dice. You're not the boss of me. But instead you roll...
That's a 4.
Doesn't cut it, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
He,
Yeah.
he looks at you angrily and he's like... You do not know how to use such a refined weapon. You false
I'm a
blood.
wizard. It's not my fault.
He rolls a 21 on his attack roll and deals
Ah.
1d4 -1. He deals 3.
Yeah. 3.
He has 8 strength. He does not deal good damage. And he starts to wind up his hands for Spell of his own.
Yeah, maybe he shouldn't be using a tiny little dinky dagger if he wants to.
Gravelix.
Groblex has cast as a spell. I don't think we need Groblex to do anything more. Can Groblex somehow block out, like, focus and block in this alleyway?
On what alleyway?
The one Groblex standing in?
Sure.
Sure.
I mean, Galter is already blocking much of the north with his girth and attack of opportunity zone, so...
Yeah, I guess.
Grr.
It's gonna be painful if he tries and
Damn it.
goes that way.
Got all mixed up. Yeah, he steps aside of it. They're trying to retreat. Well, Gravelix also has a wolf that can attack.
Yeah. Well, Wolf keep trying to trip this poor little snake man that keeps being bothered.
Keep bullying the snake.
So it's an attack plus.
It's a +4, so d20 +4. The damage is 1d6 +3. But start off with that d20 +4.
So that's a 22.
Ow! Roll me 1d6 +3.
So that's a 9.
Give me another d20 +4 for trying to trip him.
So that's a 14. Is that enough for Cindy?
Nope.
Oh well. Still 9 damage, not bad.
This guy first will
Right.
slip away. Slightly.
Blindly.
He sort of stumbles. Boop, boop, boop. But he can do it. I believe in him. I don't think he can cast really anything useful in his current position. 'Cause he can't really see anyone to target. I don't think he even knows most of you are there. He just knows that animals would start to manhandle him. Um. Oh, you know
Some
what?
animals came out of nowhere and then he couldn't see.
There really isn't too much he can do in this current context other than. I guess I'll take the total defense action. Sort of shields up as best he can. Doesn't numb too much, but it helps a bit. He looks like he's gonna go for a sprint.
Alright. Ade will try to trip him.
Give me the old trip and slip.
Okay. Attack. CMB.
No, not even as blind. I don't know if blinding affects that.
4.
Well, it does lower, but not that far.
Man, I'm running poorly.
Galter, they're starting to slip away.
Okay. Now he's being flanked by Ade.
Oh no.
It's a flanking bonuses here. As I... Where's my... Oh, this one. Yeah. Right. Flank. It's also that. And how bad, like, how worse for way is he looking?
If you got like a lucky shot, you might kill him.
Yeah. I'm trying not to kill this one then.
Nuts.
So, was there some kind of modifier if I just try to bash him with the
Minus
blunt?
4. We're trying to use a weapon,
-4.
and a method is not intended to be used.
Yeah. Well, that's fun.
Honestly, at this point, Valentine should be happy you're not hitting him.
Ah,
You're very indecisive with that. Carl,
We're professionals.
you don't know what's going on, really. You only have
Okay,
circle
well,
sight.
I'll
all
waddle
you know, it's
back
going
to my
great.
location.
Now you can see. You can see Galter swinging wide.
Okay, well, so they are still trying to get away, and they are kind of moved towards the back of the scene, it seems. Well, it's time to, I know, what was... so, if I cast web, like, around here,
Oh my.
it'll stretch, like, between this house and this house, and in general, kind of make a big mess out of the entire...
Alright, who is affected by this attempt to web everything?
So I'm not sure if it can go through corners like this, so it probably won't reach the water elemental.
I need
although
to
it
look up
probably
specifically
can
how
'cause it's
spread magic works then.
Yeah.
Let's see, okay. Must be a grid intersection. The effect can spread around corners into areas that you can't see. So yes, it will affect everything in its area.
Oh, so it's a grid intersection. Okay, so
Including those poor people's houses.
Well, that's usually how 20 feet spreads work, is they usually, when you have a circle, it's an intersection that they pick over a space.
okay, well, it's so in practice, since it seems to be tracking diagonals just fine, it's a square from this and this.
Right, every single person in that area gets to roll me some reflex. Spell resistance
not
does not apply.
so not these guys. I mean, not
Yeah, it stops at
Valentine.
Valentine. Okay,
Not
Good
the cool
news.
ones.
the one in front has failed his saving throw. They have good reflexes. They have a really good reflex saving throw, but even then... Wait. No, it's probably higher than 12, so... the other one, however, does make it. He's just in all this web, and starting to consider just throwing a firebomb and telling Yelda could get bent and set the city ablaze.
Ooh.
Screw you guys. Also, I'll just roll for the summoned duders. What is the reflex? What's the thing? What's
Should
the...
still be 18 as a conjuration spell, level
Okay.
2, 5 intelligence.
Your wolf
spell
is...
follow.
Grublix's wolf is stuck in web, and probably very confused about that. The water elemental is made out of water, but that doesn't seem to help it at all. Also, I need one from this handsome lady.
Yeah, 18.
Well, then they're fine. She and the snake get to stand their ground. Valentine, this guy is awkwardly standing in webbing, and not very happy about it.
Listen, so far, this has been going great. I'm just putting that out there that this is going so well. And it's going to continue going well. Oh man, it actually worked.
You shank him in the back. Ugh. For 6.
And +8, because I can do double my
Ow.
swashbuckler
Yeah.
level. Point of finish.
Yeah, he's looking like close to death. Close to I'm gonna fireball myself death.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell him to like stand down, put down his weapons.
Is
And
this the
come quietly.
intimidation one?
Yes, with my intimidate.
Oh, you're gonna actually try and intimidate him, huh? Well then,
Yeah,
you're gonna get him. Okay, well if you succeed, well you succeed.
I think that's gonna be a success.
He might be immune
That
to
plus
mind
12.
affecting, but that doesn't make him immune to the fact that you're super scary.
Yeah, I just missed 3 times in a row. There's nothing scarier than that.
You see him for a moment like grab at something on his belt, and he's like, "Oh fuck," and drops it. The container harmlessly shatters on the floor, or it gets caught in webbing somewhere halfway through. I don't really care, but it's dropped is the point. He's his hands up. He's like, "Nope, don't do it." Grublix. The other guy is blurry, but he's also stuck. We'll just say that we'll end combat here because I don't think there's much places this can go other than you taking pot shots.
Yeah.
That web sticks around for a while, right? How long does
I dismiss it.
Sticks
Like,
around because it sticks
I actually
away.
know how to dismiss spells.
If you dismiss it, then this guy's gonna run for it.
Okay, now, in this case, I'm going to tell the, Valentine to... I still have, 2 pairs of handcuffs, manacles. So I'm going to walk up, give 1 pair to Valentine, tell her to slowly crawl through the web and slap the manacles
Okay,
on...
in that case, we do need this because these guys are masters at escaping. Alright, let's see, what's their escape artist check? It's +18. They cannot fail escaping the webs.
Jesus Christ.
They get a +8 from their racial bonus, did you know that? So he pulls himself out, and that's when you show up.
Howdy?
So do you want to intimidate this one as well?
Well, I can certainly give it a go.
In the meantime, I'm going to give 1 pair of manacles to Galter to slap on this one guy.
Yep.
Although, since he has such a high escape artist check, they won't hold anyway.
That's
Oh,
implying that
damn.
they want to get out.
I'll basically threaten that I'll gut this guy like a pig if he tries to fight me.
You give him the
The
old...
other guy has clearly already seen that. Scary kitty action. Well, that one's significantly not as good.
In that case, I do actually have to roll for this. Like the last one, it was obvious that he was gonna just put down his arms and we can see
Yeah,
each other.
I don't think you can top a 29.
Okay, let's see. It is hit dice plus wisdom modifier plus 10. Yeah, he's fine. He doesn't care.
Yeah,
thinks
okay.
He thinks you're a coward.
Then I guess I'm gonna have to take up my bluff and try and gut him like a pig.
Sure, take your attack.
So...
Hey,
He's down to 1.
shank.
When's Wolf's turn?
So, we're just gonna say that since he's down to 1, he just sort of on the floor.
I mean, the wolf still gets an attack in a
Yeah,
moment.
he's hanging off the webs. So you have 1 person in manacles and 1 who's in shock, presumably. Valentine, you missed at the beginning, but you really pulled through in the end, and that's all that matters.
Okay, so now is probably time to clean up the webs.
Time to get out a big broom.
Yeah.
Uh,
You have 2 hostage snake people.
Hooray!
Okay, so who wants to do the browbeat part?
When it comes to charisma, that's probably my job.
Yeah.
I'll start with the obvious question: why are you kidnapping people?
They essentially bite their tongues and they're like, I won't say a thing. Yeah.
I'll ask again and kind of point my sword at them. Why are you kidnapping people?
And do we have to do this here?
I mean, well, it'd be easier to do it here than cart them all the way to the pub. I don't know if the shopkeeper dude would appreciate us dragging some half-dead snake people into the bar.
I call Valentine over to whisper something in her ear.
What's up?
You might want to imply that we have like proper, I don't know, like I'm guessing that mind affecting spells would include any kind of like detect thoughts and whatever that we would have.
Yeah, I mean, as far as spells that affect minds go, that's probably up there.
Yeah, well,
I guess I've done all the scaring straight that I possibly could.
yeah. Oh well. So yeah.
Okay, well, I'll basically inform them, like, hey, if you don't tell us why you're doing these things and where you've come from, my friend Galta here is going to go to absolute town on your butts. And trust me when I say you don't want that, his gloves are like spiky. He's got a big stick. Look at him.
The answer
Look how-
you get back, which you get as a telepathic answer, is that if you don't beat them up, their boss is going to beat them up.
Well, that's fair, I guess.
Yeah.
So
Well, in that case,
what if we beat
how
up the
about-
boss?
the only way you're getting out of this without getting the shit beat out of you
Ow.
is telling us what's going on, and then we'll let you go. How about that? And then you can go live out your life wherever you like. Just go have a nice time. Don't worry about any kind of snake problems. Maybe open a shop or general store. Sell some soup. Do you have any soup? I'm all out of soup.
What just happened? Why did this happen?
Oh, Seffi's dead.
No.
Yeah, dropped out of the road
Yeah.
20.
I hate it when the bookmarks bar does that to me. Wah! But these guys are intimidated into surrender, yes, but intimidated into talking, they will not. They refuse. They give you a dead look of like, well, you'll never find anything without us, so why should we tell you anything?
Okay, so I would like to check their. All right. First, I would like to take both of their spell component pouches if they use these.
They don't have any.
Oh, cool. So I would like to take all possessions they have and check them for like notes on paper. Maybe they wrote down the address of their forced retreat.
Inspector Carl looking for clues.
Alrighty then. Well, let's see what you find in their pockets as you hold them upside down and see what happens.
Wait, Calder would probably do that.
Pick them up on one
bullies
leg.
do it. Bullies do it because it works.
Yeah, I'll do it. I just flip them over and start shaking.
Well,
Walks out.
you get a couple of potions out of them. A couple of bottles with stuff in them. There's a stick that looks... it's probably a wand. However, some of the cooler things they have in their possessions is that one of them had like an engraved platinum scarab thing, and the other had a gold puzzle box that has a very distinct design to it. And also has a little plate at the bottom that tells you something about it. Let me just make sure I get this name right. Goddamn, my notes for this particular campaign are just a mess. I don't know why.
You know, just
What?
it would be something if you just casually handed out the Lament configuration as a random drop.
No, no, it's like it's not that. It's like a Rubik's cube. You know, it's like a fun little puzzle box. Like, oh, you get the puzzle with it. The box is generously it's a gold puzzle box, by the way. It's generously donated to the Rest and Recovery Asylum of Rivermouth. So maybe you'll find the Lament configuration there.
So,
There are 5 different potions, by the way, in one wand, and then there's the scarab in the box, and that's what you find on them. No, like coins or anything.
yeah. So I could probably try to roll like spellcraft and or knowledge arcana to try to figure out what they are, if they are magical, and I would know because
You have detect magic and you have knowledge arcana, so just give me a spellcraft check to see if you can figure out what these things do. And other than that,
Oh,
yeah. So, question: if I fail now and tomorrow cast identified, will I get to try again then?
sure, you can try. I think you can retry every day, or was it per level up? I don't know. I'll just say that every like week or so you can try again, like after you fresh your mind out.
Yeah, I'm hoping that having the insight from identify spell would help. Yeah, I'm hoping this will be good enough.
Yes, yes. I'll just, you know what? I'll just slap all the information for you. Potion of protection from law, protection from good, sanctuary, mage armor, and status. The wand is True Strike, with all charges on it.
Okay, is someone writing this down?
I got law, good, and sanctuary.
You, Galter, you hear in your head, what part of I'm not talking? Because I'm gonna get my ass beat anyway. Do you not understand?
okay.
I was kind of hoping to figure out what the puzzle box and scarab do.
I start bouncing his head on the cobbles. Blonk. Blonk.
What are you trying to do with the box?
Figure out what they do.
The puzzle box is just like a fun little toy, you know. It's like it
Hooray.
would look nice on your desk. It looks a bit dusty, like someone just brushed it off after a while.
Okay, what about the scarab?
The scarab doesn't have any like anything written on or any plaques. It's just a fun little expensive thing, probably owned by someone who owns an expensive big building.
Oh, so
Fancy paperweight.
did they even register as magical to me?
No, they're just
Yeah.
fancy things.
Oh, okay. Well, so yeah, if I tell Goldr to just kind of keep going till they fall unconscious.
The two of them seem stars around their eye and are now unconscious as you discover that they have no intention of talking.
Okay.
Okay, now let's take them to the Rat King and see if he has any better idea on how to make them talk.
Probably an idea.
Maybe he's like a truth serum potion. Or someone who knows
Mind
where to
affecting
get
would not
them.
work. They're serpent people. You would probably have a knowledge that these people are particularly difficult to crack. If only because magic can't delve in their brains.
Yeah, well. At least maybe he'll be interested in seeing that they exist.
Alright, so you drag him on back. A gold puzzle box with a neat plaque. You go back to the Rat King with 2 expensive-looking serpent men and folk, who have returned to their old form as they are unconscious, and their disguise fades away.
It's a little worse for you.
Yeah.
You're not allowed in back, and the barkeep, because, you know, the Rat King invited you the first time as sort of like a thing, but he kind of wants to know why you're dragging 2 snakes around his bar.
Well, they are part of the party responsible for kidnapping people around town
So he
recently.
fixed the problem.
Well,
Not yet, this is only a part of the problem. But
How do you know that?
I feel like this is just the tip of the iceberg because they've said their boss will beat them up if they tell us anything, which means they have a boss and they're working for somebody.
And they probably have more of these guys somewhere.
Well, I'm not a detective, so I don't know that kind of stuff. What do you need me to do with them? Like, I'm not gonna turn them into beer or anything. I'm not a distillery.
I'm thinking.
Well,
Do we have a magic item that would let us track them?
well, not beer, but tequila.
Track them. You mean like something like we got stones for that, but what makes you think they wouldn't like check themselves for something?
Because they are serpent people, so if they swallow the stone, it's probably going to hang around there in a while, and they wouldn't find it there.
Especially if we knock them unconscious first.
You people would fit in around this place just fine with a mindset like that.
Hey, we
Well-
have a problem. We're finding solutions.
Yep. Well, I can see about getting you some of those stones, but
And then we let them escape, and then we see where they escaped to, and then we crash their hiding spot.
Excellent.
It's a good plan.
You set the plan into motion. The next day, when they recover from their unconscious state, and you have presumably, where would you put these rocks? You actually force them to swallow these things?
I mean, I believe that like creatures like snake men that don't have like molars have to use gizzard stones to pretty much chew.
All right.
So that's my idea. Like, I'm a very smart person, so I know this random trivia fact.
I very much appreciate that Galter holds the mouth open while you look for the gizzard to stuff a stone in.
I mean, it's down the... It's
Down to the shoulder, just down the snake. Gotta be in here somewhere.
Together with the stone, by the way, comes a small compass that will work up to about a mile.
Okay, so once we've...
You're expected to return the stone and the compass when you're done.
Well, I mean, we're going to
how
going
much
to-
if we don't?
clean house.
Oh, they'll just decide when they find out that you didn't. Please don't assume these are polite criminals.
Okay, so my idea is to just kind of leave them in the alley so that, like, make it look like we were just kind of frustrated with them not talking. And so we just kind of left them there without killing them because we were too pissed to bother. And then we track them from the mile, like some fraction of a mile away when they start moving. Like, I don't have invisibility that lasts long enough, but maybe like Val can...
I get you.
Yeah, okay. Well,
alright, well, they wake up in the alleyway the next day. Or at some point.
Well, I think we could beat them within an inch of their life to make it more believable.
I mean, one of them we already did.
yeah, 1 HP is kind of exactly that.
They have to roll,
He's gonna want to go home.
They rolled poorly on their will saves. They seem very groggy, like, you know, the kind where you don't fully remember what happened last night. So in their state, they're like, we gotta get out of here, man. And they activate their neat disguises, turning back into generic as heck humans, and scurry off, assuming that with their very fine sneaking skills, and they cannot be tracked.
Yeah.
Which in any other circumstance would probably be true.
Yeah. Well, we track them.
You have a compass that leads to one of them, at least.
So
Follow
we have
those
one
bad
stone?
boys.
Okay.
Yeah. Why would you need two? You're tracking both.
Oh, okay, well.
Surely they're going to the same place.
Why
Eventually.
wouldn't they? Mm-hmm. you skitter after them.
Yeah. Like, I was
this
kind of thinking
this
we
results in you
planted
going out of
something.
town.
Yeah, of course.
The guards look at you, and there's this sense of, like, once you leave town, they want to go after you, but they also know that you're probably coming back. And that might be a problem. You head up into the forests near Rivermouth. Up roads. Well, how do you follow them? Do you follow them as directly as possible? Like, do you follow the needle? Do you try to stick to the roads? Do you go a little bit off-road? Like, how do you handle this? Because At this point, it's kind of a decision you have to make as to how far you want to go off road, because you, at every moment, risk losing them if you don't directly go at them,
Well,
because you don't know where they're going or how they're getting there. Also, this compass
Like-
sucks if they go underground.
Hmm.
Well, I assume we're not going like completely directly after them because they'd totally notice. But like as directly as we can be without it being blatantly obvious.
You can go like a mile behind them at most. After that, the compass just points north again.
yeah,
trying to
so
stay
how about
close to a mile.
But my question is, like, so you're going to follow them directly. You're just going to follow the compass as straight line as you can. No sticking to the roads.
I mean, why would they use roads if they are kind of going to some place in the forest, probably?
Okay. All right, Galter, since you've been so quiet, how about you roll me 3d6 as you decide to scamper into the woods, completely carefree of the environment?
What was
I
it?
mean,
3D?
we are not
3d6.
like
Whoop.
Okay, cool.
6 from 6.
Partway through.
Real
unfortunately-
number of the beast.
I mean, maybe under a good star it would be the number of the beast, but unfortunately, sorry to say that you did not summon Satan this day.
Oh.
Sorry. Unfortunately, your very careless way of just running through the woods like a bunch of dum-dums is a great way to drag attention to yourself and also stumble into things you didn't mean to stumble into. Which in this case is unfortunately is a dryad who makes all the trees and the shrubs around you sort of puff up like a big puff.
Oh, great.
It's a worse form of entangle since you're in the middle of her woods and she's like, look at that.
That's all we need, a stinky tree person.
Hey, we have one of those of our own.
Yeah.
Grubalix.
Get
I
him.
mean, he's more of a stinky animal person than a tree person.
Yeah.
One tree person meets another.
So I would like to first wait until my character sheet actually loads, because for some reason I clicked grab legs on accident, and whenever that happens, the lags load. I don't get it. So I'm going to roll knowledge nature for, I know, some exposition that I know about dryads, and then I'm probably going to ask whether she likes the presence of these snake people in her woods either. It's okay.
Alright then. Dryads really like trees.
Yay!
They have, like, they can make very nice tree things. They can meld into trees. They have a tree they're bonded to, which is like a particular detail that most people tend to know about dryads, is they have a home tree. But other than that, they're fey, they're tricksters. They tend to have goodness in their heart, but they're not going to go out of their way to do it.
Yeah.
Mostly because they can't go out of their way too far.
Yeah.
If this one knows,
So-
this one might know the snakes if they followed this route before, since they crossed through her territory, since you follow them directly.
Yeah, so my plan is to ask nicely and say that we are after the snakes because they kidnapped some of our people and were probably mean about it. And we want to retrieve the people, and we are just passing through, and we do not mean harm to any trees on the way.
This lady is doing this out of mischief because she's like giggling and sitting on a tree branch and watching you all be stuck in this absurdly thick foliage.
God damn it.
But Grubble Ding Dong can roll me some diplomacy, as he essentially employs a form of wild empathy to be like, hey, I'm a druid. We're chill, right?
No. Don't fail that, Groblex.
Come on, Griff. Don't ruin this for us from beyond the grave.
Yeah. So again, I don't really want to open up Griff like the character sheet, so can someone else please do the roll?
Of course, you always have the option to just murder her if you're feeling particularly murderous.
I mean,
No, I don't think I am.
plus
Generic
she's got the
humanoid.
advantage.
What a nice shirt.
encounters, maybe.
That's one snake people would buy because they're
Hmm.
oblivious to culture.
Did you say diplomacy?
Yes, diplomacy for Grubbeloba Ding Dong.
Well, that's. Do I get any kind of bonuses on this roll?
No.
Oh god. I just saw it. Oh Christ.
This is the kind of time when
It's a minus. Grip fail, baby.
That's a 0.
I appreciate Grubelix's effort, but
He
this
just
is
yells at the top of his lungs. Trees suck.
a druid.
towns are great.
I'm a druid. I rule the plants.
I like it when people chop trees. They make my
My
armor.
house is made of wood.
Grubelix really needs to hang out with his druid friends more because he commits so many faux pas that the lady just goes, oh.
Grubalik starts spontaneously singing the lumberjack song.
As a result,
Collective face palms for the rest of the party.
Yeah, can we just punch Groblex?
Oh, I guess diplomacy's out of the way.
as a result, she gives Grubelix a slap across the cheek. Doesn't do any damage, it's just like pap.
How dare.
Then she proceeds to make you all make a will save because she casts Deep Slumber as many times. On Eve, everyone is affected by this once, so everyone needs to roll me a will save to not fall asleep. And after that, she'll screw off, and Tangle will eventually just kind of weaken and soften out of there.
And we'll probably lose these snakes at this rate.
I'm gonna use Charmed
Galter
Life to add
is-
my charisma to this.
Galter's having a nice nap.
So that's
Ade
plus
is not
4.
having a nice nap. They find these plants a little obsessive.
Never mind.
Valentine's having a nice nap.
Catnap.
And Carl is too focused.
I'm
on
an elf, I
sleepiness.
don't sleep anyway, do
Yeah,
I?
I think you're immune to, or at least resistant to magical sleep effects. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about
Okay.
we'll say Grubelix got the worst of it. Like she cast it twice on him just to fuck him. Like you jerk. Unfortunately, it takes several minutes for the vines to dissipate. At which point, your compass is starting to act up. You might be at the operational range.
Okay.
Well, we'll need to.
Double speed.
Yeah.
Start hustling.
Hustle. And
Crack and damn it.
if you think that, I'll tell you this much: you know what direction it pointed in last, so you could try to just go that direction, or you can try to hope that whatever it's pointing to now is technically accurate. If you're going to hustle, however, you're going to need to roll some fort saves, as you are trying to hustle through trees, and that's kind of tiring. You're not anime quite yet. We jump from branch to branch. Should have been a ninja, not a swashbuckler.
Ninjas are lame.
If I summon a mount.
No.
Okay.
Instead of a fort save, how about someone roll me just a flat d20 check? I think that works a bit better in this context because it's not that far away. I think you would get tired from it.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
Good news, Galter.
Good thing you did that first.
You lose Valentine for a while. He dives off into a bush somewhere and reappears a little later. That didn't cost you any time, but you were like, where were you? We could have been ambushed.
I think I saw a mouse.
You were at a road, at a crossroad to be specific. The road stretches off to the east, and the other end goes down to Rivermouth. In the very distance, you might be hearing the sea, and you're next to a sign that points towards Caliphas, Rivermouth. There's some smaller town names, and there's like an empty space in between two village names.
Alright. Where's the compass pointing?
There's nothing pointing towards the third direction, by the way.
Nice.
The compass seems to be a bit confused at this point.
God damn it.
Okay.
Is there anything magical about this sign or what?
No, it's a sign that's missing a
Okay.
sign.
Yeah, like
It's
so that third plaque isn't invisible then.
No, there's
okay.
multiple plaques.
Yeah.
There's just one obvious empty space. All the plaques are of different ages, like they've been replaced when they needed to.
Yeah.
Well, let's head towards the unnamed place.
That's
Yeah,
a
if
road
I
not
had-
really well traveled by the looks of it. So,
If I had a place that I didn't want people going
okay.
to,
Does anyone in this entire party have survival?
I
Uh,
have a little bit. Let's see.
skills. Where are
So
we?
how about we try to actually use mundane track and
Oh,
I
hey,
mean, I got 3.
Grubelix has 11.
yeah, so how about Grublex tries to use mundane track and
in which direction are you going to try and track?
I know which direction has footsteps of
There are no
snake.
footsteps. Your footsteps are here, but the snakes didn't travel through this area.
Well,
Let's go tracking the direction with no sign pointing to it. Like that's most
I mean, maybe there was a sign point to it, just fell off. I don't
yeah, or was yanked off.
know. Ooh, mystery.
So let's see.
Well, you don't really have to. Well, sort of. The path that goes that direction is not well used, but it's still like followable. So let's travel along it. Gerblix keeps his eye on the prize. Although I imagine that he sort of rubs his nose along the floor as he does it like a dog. Like, You follow Grublix for a good while. He doesn't pick up any track until, by the time he picks one up, it's like, I found something! And you look and you're like, there's a building right there. He found nothing.
Well done, bud.
There's a large building in front of you right now. It's a nice building.
Oh,
But it's kind of in decay. It's pretty clear this building has seen better days.
well, as long as it's not made of gingerbread, I think it's fine.
Lucky for you, it's not a gingerbread building.
Speak for yourself.
What a good campaign this is, that we're not dealing with gingerbread buildings.
Oh,
More like a lame campaign.
Listen, if you want to see a gingerbread building, you have to be in the nicer parts of this world. This is not the nice part of the world where people have gingerbread houses.
You know the kind of rent it takes to have a gingerbread house?
Too much, man.
Jeez.
Too much.
Inspections are the worst because you've eaten half the house by the time they get there.
All right, gang. This is the rest and recovery.
Jinkies.
Well, it's called a mental ward or something. Parts of the sign are gone.
Oh. So this would be the rest and recovery mental ward of Rivermoth.
Asylum, whatever you want to call it. The gates are half open. They're all rusty and worn. The walls are nice, but you know this place could use a good scrubbing.
right. We were tracking snake men and has stumbled a horror.
okay, so who's the sneakiest person in the party?
Probably me.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got a
Well-
4. What has Grubblex got?
4.
Yeah, we're the same then.
Yeah, well,
Monster snakes.
so like if I cast invisibility on you, you will have a few minutes to sneak around unseen, so as long as you just kinda don't make too much noise on your cat feet.
Did you know that in Pathfinder 2, casting Feeble Mind on someone turns them into an NPC the GM controls? Why the fuck?
Yeah.
That's
want to think. You do it for me.
No, that's actually, it's like if you critical fail, the GM makes an NPC out of you. And I'm like, listen, don't ever do that. That is weird. Anyway, the building is in front of you. Can someone roll me some perception, see if anything's up with this building?
Not me. Okay, maybe me, but I would rather
Like,
have
who might have a
someone else.
particularly keen eye for a straight guy? Galter may notice something. Is that with the alert bonus?
Well, familiar with him. I think so. Let me double check. Perception. Yeah, it is with it.
Okay. You think you saw like motion inside, like stumbling figures walking around.
Hmm.
That invisibility plan might be a good idea. We can just...
They didn't look like snake people though, but Maybe they're in disguise
Yeah.
here. Who knows?
Either way, it would be a good idea to know what we're up against at the very least.
You can always just burn the
Yeah.
whole building down and call the mission complete.
Yeah, but
Yeah, how about we don't?
Everybody
Yes, it's-
died, so technically we win.
the murder hobo option is always an option, but it's never a good one.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know
So
about
yeah,
that.
I'm just going to say that, yeah, probably Valentine is the sneakiest person in the party, so Valentine becomes invisible and then she can go off and...
Evil doesn't pay, but it sure is convenient.
Yeah.
To these buttons.
Alright, so you want to slap Valentine with not being visible anymore?
Yeah.
Is it the sphere, or is it just
No, it's just my personal level 2 invisibility spell.
Alright then. He's ninja mode. Whoop!
Sneaky time.
Crunch, 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 crunch. Of the road is like gravel mixed with cobblestone. It's not been maintained and kept in proper order. You stand in front of a big double door. There's a plaque of like, oh man, this is a fine facility for all the people who fought the Orc hordes. You can rest and recover, etc., etc. Do you wish to enter the door?
Slowly open that as sneakily as I can.
As you slowly open it, you hear like the
Oh
you
no,
see
it's
a man
ghosts.
and some stairs and a reception.
Gus, perception.
You have to sign the guest book.
Alright.
The person you see in front of
Spookiest
you.
outcome.
Roll me some sense motive.
Yes. Sense motive. There we go. That's a 0.
This person,
Yeah.
this person strikes you as someone who has had their brain scrambled with, or maybe has a severe mental illness. Either or, he doesn't seem to be here all that much. Very easily startled.
Probably won't be that hard to sneak around then.
Yeah, he doesn't look very harmless either. Alright, there's stairs going up, there's stairs going down, there's a door over here, there's a door over here. You have options, my boy.
I'm gonna sign the guest book.
There's unfortunately no full pen, so you have to bring your own, but you can do it if you want.
God damn it, I didn't bring a pen. Let's start by scouting out the floor I'm on. So let's look in this door.
You see? A hallway with a door directly opposite of yourself and a door further down the hall. It's dark here though, so if you have night vision or low light vision, that would help you properly see. Otherwise, it's kind of eh.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I racially have.
Also, the air is like
low light
stale
vision.
and dusty and
Yeah.
ugh. I'll tell you when the timer goes down.
Yeah. Let's go with this one because it's closer.
You take a peek through the door. You see a large area that was probably used for like eating at some point. As you see tables with cups and stuff on them. You can see further down a room that's probably the kitchen, and a larder where the door is open. You can see a lot from just this one corner, actually, including stairs going up.
And a couple more scramble boys.
Yeah, they all seem to be like. Do you have anything that would help you with like primitive alarm systems, like dungeoneering or like something smart, like your brain can connect some dots.
I don't. Maybe. I mean, probably the closest I have is just some rope.
No, I mean like
I
a
think
skill,
that-
like an insight.
Oh, an insight. I don't think so.
If you have nothing, you can just roll me raw intelligence or wisdom.
Most of my stuff is, action oriented.
All right, that's fine. So roll me intelligence or wisdom then. Just raw brain power.
Oh, good. I've had 0 on both of those because I'm a dumb kitty.
Depending on how skittish they are, they might be some sort of alarm system. Like, they look like you could just throw a pot and they would go like, ah! And alert everyone in the building.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Luckily, you're exceptionally quiet, I assume. What are you wearing? Like, what's your armor?
I just have, studded leather armor.
Okay, if you were wearing, like, chain shirt or something, I would have had to ask you to roll stealth, but no, you're, like, nothing that would make them go wild. All right, you have options. You have hallways and doorways and places to be.
I can basically assume that the bottom floor is probably going to be laid up mostly the same as it is here, like just alarms for people who come in through the front door. So I'm going to have a look at the upper floor stairs.
As you head up the stairs, the first thing you see is like one of those Daisy boys leaning against the thing. He looks very tired and looks kind of pale, like he's recently been bloodlet. There's a door over here, the door over here, and of course a staircase going down over here. The whole place is dusty and there's spider webs and it's all. Ugh. After everyone outside, no screaming or big noises so far, so it seems to be all right.
I have a question. In the investigation we kind of run by having Von ask around, would we know at least a bit of what some of the kidnapped people looked like?
Ooh, you probably have some descriptions. In that case, for every single one you come across, I'll have you roll d20, and if it's a 18 or higher, you would be like, that's someone that I've seen before or heard of before. So roll me some d20s and we'll see.
Okay, I've seen 4, so I'll just roll 4.
Okay, so this kind of metagamey.
No one you recognize. These might
Yeah.
be from somewhere else entirely.
Yeah, but like this kind of metagamey because this would happen to the kidnapped people at all. Then okay, fine.
Who knows? Maybe I'm fucking with you.
Yeah, maybe you are.
Valentine, you're standing in another hallway. There's a lot of debris in this one. It's kind of awkward to move around. There's a storage room off to your side. There's a room further down. This whole place just very lifeless and quiet.
I see a whole lot of use or interest.
There's a lot of
Seems
archives
like
and papers over here. This guy is sitting on a chair and he's like head waving around.
Oh, don't recognize that guy either.
The floor creaks under your feet, and you hear like a
Yeah.
hiss from below before it quiets down again.
Ooh. Let's head back to the other door. Let's walk that way.
It's a room. It's a sitting room of some sorts. You see, at places, blood splatters around here.
Fun. Everyone loves an abandoned mental ward. Always
All right.
fun for the whole family.
Now that you've traveled sufficiently far, the fun starts.
Oh dear.
It's an asylum. It's hella haunted. It has to be. Otherwise, it can't be
Eh.
anywhere. If it's not an asylum, if it's not haunted, you know.
Yeah, that's fair.
Unfortunately, even in these modern times, we have to keep alive the old rules about making mental illnesses seem like things that are for nutty people and not very pervasive and very personal problems that need to be handled delicately.
Yeah.
Which is to say, I can't find the undead tab. Good job, me. I win a prize. It's me getting frustrated. Okay, here we go. I think this is the one that I had selected. Yes, there we go. You're starting to get shivers on your back. This place is chilly. It's not been maintained. It's just not very pleasant to be here for long. And you're getting the feeling that shadows are crawling out towards you.
And this is a door.
Yeah, there's a
I
door here.
think.
And a door here. There was also a door here, now that I think about it. As a reminder, the hiss that you heard came from downstairs, not from upstairs.
Oh.
Very, very creeped out at this point, but I'm still keeping to the job I've been given.
Try not to get hit with any touch of insanity. It's very bad.
Yeah,
You feel
It's
your
like that-
sins crawling on your back.
looks like that's going around lately.
You see a workshop of sorts, but judging by all the splats of fluid, you can't tell if oil or something worse was used around here.
Ooh,
Spooky.
poop fluid.
Ew! Don't talk about poop. That's
Too
rude.
bad.
He's gonna do it again. Stop him!
Call the police.
Called the Popo on this poop man. You see an office with many books, some decaying, some waterlogged. There's dripping from the ceiling from latent water hanging around. That is one happy little lizard.
Yeah.
It's illegal not to link home for that.
Yeah.
There's some stairs
It's
going
the law.
downstairs over here, by the way.
Yeah, I'll probably head back down to the
Scamper, scamper,
ground floor
scamper.
zone.
Roll me some stealth, as you are in a situation where things might get a bit hectic if you don't succeed. By the
Oh
way,
dear.
door over here, double door over here, but there's some stairs in the way. There's a door over here. That door is smelly.
Oh, is Grubblix in here?
All right. You hear like a and then a hiss.
Oh no, it's a Minecraft villager.
This one walks up to this guy who's like, gives him like a shove. He's like, what? If you hear
So this like a window.
There are many windows, yes. Those are windows. It's like a big window you see
Oh.
at this point.
Nice. So Galder could secretly just kinda get in.
See.
Valentine's invisibility is going to wear off soonish.
Well, that's all the evidence we need that they are here. If we see one, there's probably at least more.
He looks like he's ready to bolt down the stairs if anything were to happen.
So they're in the basement. Got it.
Yeah.
Figures.
I think that's probably a good sign to, come out and regroup.
Okay, and every motion you make, I roll a d6. And you make it outside before becoming visible again, so somewhere during the next proceedings you will become visible, but not where you were leaving. Alright. Valentine presumably lets his presence be known.
Zwoof. Spy uncloaking
In him.
sound.
It boy.
Valentine. We're here in the place. Well, I basically found out that the first floor, ground floor and the floor upstairs are both full of rudimentary alarm creatures. These mindless people who kind of scream whenever they hear a noise. And I believe the snakes are all downstairs.
Okay.
And if
So-
we're going to go that way, we can just probably take out 2 alarm guys tops, and then just head straight downstairs. There's nothing upstairs.
Alright.
Yeah.
So you saw a snake person, and there might be more in the basement.
Yeah. Given that he went back downstairs once he was done checking the quote-unquote alarms.
Hmm.
No, he heard you creaking down the stairs. He was like, "Ah, what's up?" And he wanted to make sure that his
Now.
alarm was still awake and actually functioning.
Hmm.
Now, how quietly do you want me to enter?
You could just
I don't
jump
th-
through this window if you really want to just get inside.
Yeah, I don't think quietly is Galta's MO.
No.
He's a
this
clumsy
point-
boy.
At this point, we could probably just rush him.
Yeah, at this
We don't know
point,
how many there are.
Yeah, at this point, we are probably going to consider a full frontal assault.
Okay, well. Yeah. Right. Well, I'm gonna take off running then.
So
Get
you
'em.
guys sure you want to do this today?
I mean, sure.
You
Hey,
can
why
take a
not?
long rest if you know where to hide.
I mean, we could camp out in the woods
Prepare the
and
right
hope
spells, equip the right socks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably back in full health.
Enters
I
your
know,
window
'cause that was
secretly.
yesterday.
That's pretty much the best you could hope for, really.
Let's get him. Unless your magic users want to, rest up, get some magic points back. I don't know how that works, but
I mean, I don't really. I mean, I'm just down half my spells, so no, your choice.
yeah, like if you want to refuel, we can camp out like
They
further
will
into the
still be here
forest. a bit.
tomorrow, right?
Yeah, so long as we're not like camping out too close to here that they'd notice
Yeah,
us, we can
sure.
probably,
All right,
rest
Grubblix
up a
gets
little.
to roll some survival to set you up with a place that isn't like obvious and still comfortable.
Publix. 13.
It's something a scout would probably not get reprimanded for. It'll do. And it's a short distance away. Like, okay, where do you put it? Do you go down the road? Do you go into the woods? Is there a cardinal direction you want to avoid? Because to the south is the big town, and to the east is another big town.
West.
You camp out west. At night, you do hear like some shuffling, very briefly, and a few screams, and then you hear some conking. Probably false alarms. Who knows?
Yeah,
Okay.
sounds like they
When
are
in-
kidnapping more people then. Oh well.
When in the
We
morning do you
waited.
want to strike?
Early morning.
Yeah, like first light, I guess. Hopefully, catch them sleeping.
All right. It's early morning. You're a little stiff. Weather's a bit chilly out here in the woods, but you'll do. You have to just warm up. There you go.
So I shouldn't bother with webs, so I guess one summon monster, two glitter dusts, and we think we'll need invisibility today, guys.
Well, that one other guy used blur, so I don't know. Might be a bit like nitpicky, but then now that we've mentioned it, Safi's putting that up their sleeve. It's like, if you don't pick it, I'm gonna use it. I'm
Yeah,
evil.
okay.
Stroking them like curly mustache and everything.
I have a mustache. I'm evil. Uh-huh.
Those are the rules. There's
And
never
that's
been anyone
deflection.
with a mustache that wasn't evil.
So since invisibility is a personal spell, only I'll be able to do it, but I'll have two glitter dusts to light up whoever I see.
Good plan.
And I guess I'll... These guys are evil, right?
Let's see what snake people are. They are neutral evil.
Yeah, okay,
Also, they're
so...
not nice.
Yeah, so I'm going to prepare some protection from evil, I guess.
Delicious.
Because I feel like Valentine could probably use the protection.
I'm gonna die. Thumbs up.
I'm not Galter. I'm not the protagonist.
I mean, I'm going to put one on Galter as well, probably.
Delicious.
Okay, well.
I'm not the one taking the first step here.
So yeah. We presumably take a big, we walk up to the front as we were, and then I cast invisibility on myself. Wants to indicate that somehow. Is there like a big eye I can see?
A big eye? What do you mean?
Just some kind of... Okay, yeah.
I don't know what you
I'll
mean,
just
man.
say.
I think they made like a little stamp token add-on thingy.
Oh, you want an eye token?
No, it's fine. I just so that I remember that that's there.
What's where?
The see invisible thing.
Okay, I'll set you up with something.
No, it's fine. I set myself up with the chat.
Sure. But Ching. You can see invisible things. Marvelous. You are not affected by blur. I don't know if
Yeah,
it'll
well,
ever be relevant, but there you go.
Invisible.
All right,
yeah,
kids. What's your plan of attack on getting into this building without setting off the alarm?
who says we are supposed to not set off the alarm?
I don't know.
Okay, fine. Let's use the invisibility sphere to sneak past the main
I'm not your
lobby.
boss. If you want to go in
Well,
loud and proud and show them what you got, sure. That's not my
okay,
job.
well, huddle up, people. I use the wand of invisibility sphere, and let's crawl down the main hallway into the big downstairs.
Well, Valentine, do you know anything about opening locks and stuff like
Disable
that?
device.
Disable device. I have 2 in that.
Hmm. Well, if you insist on going quietly, could maybe you could open the window? Yeah. Oh, is that a window?
That's also a window.
That's
Yeah.
Hmm.
They're a bit old and rusty, and some of them have like smashed glass. So
Yeah, I think even if we're invisible, they're going to hear Galta coming. Just outright.
Thump. Thump. Yeah.
So, I mean,
yeah,
might
so,
as well try and open the window. At least give it a go.
okay,
I mean,
well, I'm going to roll it then.
well, it's just a window, so it's more like strength. Like you have to jimmy it open.
Oh, strength. So why are we even using disable device then?
No, that was for like devices. That was what Galter
Yeah.
was asking about.
Yeah. So who wants to actually use strength? Because that's probably not me.
Okay.
a crowbar, that could probably help.
All right, if Galter's doing this
So-
with a crowbar, he doesn't have to roll, but he will have to roll stealth.
Good luck, bud.
Your armor doesn't apply here, by the way. Your armor check penalty is ignored for this roll.
Okay.
So
I
it's,
don't know
it's more
how
like
to...
not trying to crack the window open loudly.
Okay. What's my armor check penalty? It's -5.
Yeah, so we ignore that.
So in that
Probably
case,
just roll a d20 and then add your
Yeah.
stealth modifier.
6.
Yeah.
Can always
It
take
would be like,
Do I have any? No, I have a +1 dex. So
Could be worse.
so
Could
it's
be
a
worse.
d20 plus 1 then.
I guess. Hey. It's a
Well,
nine.
that's well better than I was expecting, if I'm honest.
You
Crunch.
crack the window open. Now, the good
Okay.
news is you don't make the person who's sleeping on the floor, who looks like he hasn't moved from that place, wake up and scream, but he does wake up and he's like... He's very confused and dazed.
Yeah. So I
Well-
guess we are not going with the invisible sphere plan because we kinda lost formation, so oh well.
I don't know if you lost formation. That's up to you if you decided to break apart.
Yeah, but, I mean, we can
Yeah.
still do it. We're just like this because there's no room.
You're all off to the
Okay.
side somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, fine that we did it, and I need to be in the middle.
Okay. Galter squeezes his spiky metal body through the window.
The whole way, this guy is looking dead at you. You're invisible, but he looks dead at you because he hears all the like 1,000 rats pouring through the window one by one.
Just a whole bunch of marbles going downstairs.
Okay, so how about we just skedaddle down these stairs without...
Yeah, let's make it quick.
Thump, 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 thump.
Ghosts.
Yeah,
This
it's
man is afraid
haunted.
of sleep and beds.
Gasp. Good thing we're not beds.
Well, so bottom floor map, which we haven't been to yet.
Cool. Can I get a... I'll check this out on my own. I need to know which one of you has the lowest will save of all. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Got a
We've
1.
got this covered.
Yeah, I'm guessing to be Val or Galter because I'm a wizard, so I get a bonus. I mean, it's my good save.
And Grubblux has everything going for him. Oh, it's Valentine with a +1. Valentine.
I mean, it can be a +5 if I want it to be.
Yeah, but you're not seeing this one coming.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
see.
fair.
What's your touch armor class?
Touch armor is.
I think it's more than 10, right? That's all that matters.
It's 14.
Okay, you feel a very chilly breeze as if a ghostly hand tried to grab your shoulder, but you sort of pull away before that happens. And y'all
Spooks.
Don't get too spooked. You go down the stairs, and well, there you are, down the stairs. What else were you expecting? There's a snake guy who's like, I heard something, and he's like keeping his eyes out.
Okay,
There's a door next to Carl. I'll go over here. You can go.
Yeah. Okay, so on a scale from 1 to 10, how badly are we kind of just crashing this guy into the corner of the existence?
This guy looks like his plan was to just sort of jump out of the corner. He looks better armored and equipped than the others do, though. Like, he has a proper weapon, proper armor. Like, even Grubblix with all his training might have a bit of an issue hitting this guy. This guy looks like he actually wants to fight someone instead of just being sneaky.
Okay, well, that's kind of a bad news then.
That must be.
On the plus side, it means that his touch AC is much worse.
Yeah.
Well, what do you want to do with him? Because he's standing there and he's going to notice you open that door because he's like, her eyes going side to side.
Right. So, yeah, I suggest you guys just kind of cramp him very hard.
Alright. Yeah.
I guess this is a good time to cast Protection from Evil on Val.
Luckily, spellcasting is loud.
Yeah.
So he's like,
Unluckily.
spells! And he's going to...
Galter will be charging at the snake person.
I appreciate the sequence of events, which is that the snake person is charging into you. It's just sort of bump off each other.
Yeah.
And upstairs, as... Wait, you have spiky armor, don't you?
Yeah.
You may roll me an
very.
attack roll because you bump into each other.
Oh.
Also, you need to add Ade somewhere around here. Where'd Ade go? There she is. There.
Nice. Carl's riding them.
It's all cramped in this tiny hallway that is meant for this kind of combat.
Yeah, so imagine what will happen when I cast a large person here.
Yeah, everyone's just gonna get smushed.
Please don't do it on Galter. We'll all be impaled.
We call it the Galter inflation trick. It's not as kinky as it sounds.
Very popular on DeviantArt.
Ugh. Well, you bump into each other. He's flat-footed, and you... He's just like, ah! What the hell?
Thump.
Yeah, essentially thump. And with that, combat properly begins. And because
It's combat time.
Because I'm a jerk, I'm adding literally everyone that's in this area to the combat initiative track, so I don't have to roll for them when they come around. I am going to have to put this one guy on a different layer so that they don't show up in the tracker. There you go. So you can ignore them safely. I guess those guys... Depends.
I mean,
Right.
in the interest of, why are we just kind of attacking like this instead of doing something sneakier? I would say that it doesn't make sense that we would be able to sneak past this guy. So, let's say foregone conclusion.
Well, not all of us. Certainly not.
My initiative rolls keep being mediocre.
Alright, kids and cadets. He's mad.
Yeah.
Let me just check one thing, because I need to remember to do this. Ugh. I hate this so much. Script monkey. You're so bad at your job sometimes. Temper monkey, actually. Temper monkey is what's annoying. Okie dokie, kids. Let's take a look. He's going to go and give Galter a run for his money with some big swishy swords. He wields a scimitar with much better efficiency, and he will throw in his bite attack. Let's see. He rolls an 18, which I think, unfortunately, I need to verify this just real fast because I don't have this on hand, and I think yes, he rolls a critical threat because it's a scimitar. He does. Oh wait, I forgot. Almost forgot. You're invisible. Which he doesn't beat. No, wait, that's a... Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I'm such a dumb... That is not what that is. Just give me a moment as I roll this twice. In the background. Shh. Nope, he misses. Your invisibility aids you today, but it will not aid you against the second blow. Will it? Oh, in that case, he does, in fact, manage to at least try to hit you with his fangs. He rolls... Ooh, 17. Does that help? Is that enough? No? Probably not?
No.
His fangs bounce off your armor. He's like, nah! And he stumbles back a bit.
22.
Valentine. This guy has his shield up. He's ready to go.
Sincerely doubt that I can hit him, but I can at least give it a go. I can't hit an unarmored snake person.
You never shine if you
Stabby.
don't glow, baby. And you never glow if you don't glow.
Man.
Even with everything you have going for you, no. These guys know what's up, what's happening, what's up, kids. Carl.
Yeah.
What a squeeze.
Yeah. So I presume I already cast protection from evil on Val. So I'm going to give Galter the protection from evil as well.
Oh, nice.
Galter is
do
now
you get-
protected
Give
from
them the
evil.
buffs.
Yeah.
How nice that Galter is now protected. There you go, nice shield.
Yeah.
Galter.
Nice icon. Okay, so as my move action, can I move into here to look and then back?
Oh, you want to take a look outside? Sure.
Yeah.
It's a hallway. There's a door on one end, and there's a door over there. Ping, door. Ping, door.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
I looked. Okay, I'm done.
All right, kids. Galter.
Okay, so I have +2 deflection, +2 resistance against evil.
Yeah.
Am I flanking this guy with Ade?
Well, not with Ade, no. There's a wall in between the two of you, I'm afraid.
Ah, right. So there is. So, just gonna try to smash him into the floor with my halberd then.
What a great idea.
Oh.
You miss. You catch on the ceiling, giving him enough time to adjust his own defenses.
Crunch.
Yeah, crunch, if you wish.
Halberd gets stuck in the ceiling.
Ade is sitting over here and can't really meaningfully interfere with this combat.
Yeah.
Snake Man gets to roll me a whopping 4 D100s, as he has blind fight. Well, he hits once with a scimitar, but that's about it. 18, does that hit?
No.
Man, that armor of yours is just paying off dividends today. Valentine.
Well, it just got a +2.
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, Valentine. You hear the guy upstairs starting to scream as all these things make him panic, make him a panic baby.
Oh boy. Am I able to, get out of this room? Like,
Push past.
go further in?
You can go over here if you want.
Yeah, you can squeeze.
Yeah, I was thinking of, making things, one, less cramped, and B, Galt is probably going to fight better if Ade is the one alongside them and not me.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they've probably got a much better chance of hitting them than I do.
Yeah, so you probably moved just a little. You can keep moving further.
Yeah. take a look around this corner, I guess, 'cause it looks like there's still stuff to be revealed.
You see a big hallway with doors north and doors to the east, and some hallways over here too.
Interesting.
There are noises, but right now, because there's fighting going on, you can't make them out.
Yeah, that's fair.
Too much Galter's armor soaking hits.
Clang.
It's like a gong.
Dong. Yeah. I think I can still. Yeah, I'll probably still have enough movement to like get over here and look through that door.
Ooh, you take a
Just
peek.
kind of going carefully while people are fighting.
You see the beginnings of some stairs. Door here, and door all the way up here. You can see that later, but I'll just point it out for now.
That'll
There
probably
seems to be some sort of reception area.
That'll probably do for my turn. I'm just kind of scouting out to make sure there aren't like exits that we haven't seen that the others
Ooh.
could escape through.
I missed a small detail. This door over here is actually like an iron bar door, so you can look through it and see there's a door here and a door to the south too. All right. As Valentine does scouting ahead, Carl.
Yeah, I just pass. I don't want to attack anything because I'm holding the invis.
I am a bringer of peace, Galter. I say that Ade can step into place, and I'll probably be flanking with you because he's pushed up against a wall by targets he cannot see.
Okay. Attack number 2. This
Ooh, that reminds
thing.
me. I need to roll some dice. Ooh.
Ooh.
Well, this seems pretty good.
That's as far as hits go.
That's all it takes to knock him out.
Fucking rip.
Crunch. Just bisect him.
One snake meat kebab coming up.
Ain't that just neat? Alright, what does Ade do? As you impale this man and reduce him to nothing but an impaled man.
Well, there's nothing more here, so let's go and explore. Now there's a door here.
You go on. Okay, we're out of initiative now. So, let me just slap his experience onto the pile. There you go. Experience slapped.
Huzzah.
Alright,
And
kids.
I'll quickly look what he had on him.
He had his nice masterwork scimitar and like a breastplate on, but...
Alright. Leave them there for now.
Seems to left most of his personal possessions wherever he leaves them. Valentine, now that the fighting has stopped, from this place you hear the distinct sounds of like... weird, goopy, spooky noises. And over here you hear like struggles and like, help! Is someone there?
Yeah, so I suggest to everyone involved that we charge down the hallway in a huddle so that the invis holds and kind of just slam this door open.
Yeah, I can probably hop back into the sphere. Now that I'm probably.
So I point Galter at this door and tell him to just kind of shoulder it.
Oh, this door. Yep. Galder goes through
that one on the
It's a
far
big,
end.
heavy door.
Oh, that door.
Oh, that door. Okay.
The one with the person who needs help behind
Less
it,
big, less heavy door.
presumably.
This one's made out of heavy wood instead of heavy metal. Kaboosh, kaboosh, kaboosh.
Alright.
Boom!
Cool. Crunch.
You see
There's
a person.
P.
P for person
P.
or prisoner. Whatever you want, really. It was
P for
strapped down.
A prisoner.
He looks in a very bad shape. He has scars on him. Blood. He's connected to some sort of weird bag of reddish fluid. And he seems like he's just been abandoned in the middle of some sort of surgery. He has his wits about him, but he is probably going a bit nutso from the situation he's in.
Okay, I would like to zap the wand of Cure Light Wounds. If that's something he needs.
Give him a good old thwack on the head with a magic stick. Bam.
I mean, It's more that like I hold the wand in my left hand and just kinda do whatever it takes to activate it, like say command word, and then I touch him with my right.
Cool. You tricorder
And
him
that,
back to health. To as much as possible with a simple wand like this.
I mean, one zap is enough to like restore
Most commoners, yes. But
it's like 5 or something
his
HP.
injuries are more than just, you know,
Yeah. I mean, I just want to make sure that his attack is physically not almost dead.
the party just keeps on sneaking through. He's like, oh, people. Oh, people. Not people. Oh, oh.
Yes.
Yeah. People.
He's tied down
And
to the table he's on too, so
if we untie you, can you stay in this room for now? We'll tell you when it's safe to
he will try to
leave.
keep himself focused on staying in this room, yes. As he stumbles
Okay,
onto the
then.
floor.
Yeah. So I guess he's been implicitly untied now.
Yeah, that's if you let him go. Like, if you don't trust that, then he'll be back on there.
Do you know where your captors went? Like what direction?
He doesn't really know. His memory's fuzzy.
Yeah, that
Like, he's
Understand-
been in this room for a while. He doesn't know where they go after they leave the room.
Yeah, let's leave the guy to rest now.
I'm gonna leave my dagger with him just in case. Just in case someone comes back while we're out exploring.
Ooh, what's this?
That's me making a mistake.
Whoa.
What a spiel.
Someone's under attack.
You hear bonking on the metal door outside.
Well, let's maybe check out that room then now.
Yeah, might be an idea. Check the metal door.
Everyone's like
Wait,
huddled up.
Hang on, there's another entrance in the like reception area. If they're bonking on this door, we can probably go
Oh
around
yeah,
the
fair
back.
points. Yeah, let's try this one.
Sounds safer.
Yeah.
All right, kids. And cadets, as I call the less mature but still very much adult people. Okay, you bonk. The door open, I assume.
Yeah.
As is the plan.
And the initiative tracker's back. That's scary.
Da-da-da-da. I'm gonna look at art for this guy because he looks pretty whack. You're gonna like what he looks like.
Mr. M.
Yeah.
Is it M for monstrosity?
It's M for morgue. I keep
M
forgetting that
for-
when
Oh
you
no,
open...
Mark, this like a skeleton with like hanged meat and guts.
Yes, it's a skeleton with his blood
skeleton.
and bleed. Like that.
Yeah, hanging
Oh
guts.
boy.
Yeah. And he sort of turns to you, because this is not a mindless undead. These have brains in their head still.
Ugh.
He's not
Yeah.
quite a morgue. He's been, like, this is something they must have built themselves. But he has a striking resemblance to them, shall we say.
Morgue adjacent.
Sure, we'll call him morgue adjacent. He stumbles onto one foot and then gives you a big gulp. You think he's smiling. He sees a snack.
It's hard to smile when you don't have lips.
Indeed, I know, right? So annoying.
Okay, well,
I
I
appreciate
guess
the
we
effort.
need to
Combat
take
begins.
down.
Everyone roll me some initiative.
Oh no.
As I say, because it's Mario time.
Yeah, so fortunately the thing is very evil, probably, so the
Yes, your evil
protection-
special boy powers will help out in this context.
Yeah.
Galter and Ade go first. Grubblix needs a moment to not throw up. Galter and Ade can go first. This guy looks dangerous.
Good job, Grubblix.
Whoop. Uh, Head over here and let's check if I.
Oh, hey, that's pretty good
You did it.
for once.
Galter charges in for a magnificent blow.
Yeah, going again for just chopping.
Nope. The skeleton
Chop.
shrugs off your blow,
Ooh.
swings slightly, and then looks you. Although, can he speak? Who cares?
Well.
He makes noise.
Rattling sounds.
Evil rattling.
Like a wet, moist rattling.
Squish.
The worst kind.
Are
Getting over here, so
Assume the position.
of biting his ankles. The real ankle biter was Are all along.
It's two ankle biters, the halberd and the lizard. Wizard.
Lizard wizard.
I don't have the. Okay. There's the attack. So this has. I'm flanking, right?
Yeah, you're in a pretty flanky position.
Jump? No.
No. He takes a step over. Shambles. And then his arm goes wide to fly at you. He rolls a 24.
My armor class is currently 24.
What a hit. What a blow. Alright. That means I get to roll 2d8. That is 14 damage. And then he will attempt to grab you with his meaty hand. What's your CMD?
CMD is 22.
Ooh, that's enough. His hand grabs on, but your spike sort of split it apart, and then it grows back, and it doesn't have a grip on you. He looks like he's going to use that nice little tongue of his on you if he gets a chance.
Ugh.
Carl, that thing looks nasty business.
Yeah.
Morgue adjacent.
Yeah.
Definitely undead, though.
Yeah. I guess I could cast you a spell known as
Oh, you have a spell. Interesting.
Spellcaster with spells? Inconceivable.
This is nuts. Nuts, I say.
known as Grease.
Grease lightning.
That is a criminal crime with a capital K. What does this spell do? You're just greasing it.
Let's see. What does Grease do?
I think they have to make a reflex saving check, or they'll fall on their butts.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, what's the DC?
This is conjuration, so a 17, I believe.
Ooh. Well, despite him having a +10 to his reflexes, he's on his butt now.
Wow, a +10.
Yeah.
What is this thing's bad save then?
Fort, but it's undead.
Yeah, exactly.
It's on its butt now, though. It's like, I don't know why you thought that entering a room where a spooky, stinky skeleton was at was the best idea in the world, but there you go.
I mean, now that we've opened the door, it would probably know we are here and try to track us down, so best to deal with it when we know it's there.
Valentine.
They're on the ground. It's time to do the one thing that I can do ever. That's go for Stabby. Go Stabby.
Ooh,
Wow.
Oh, damn.
proper stabby.
Wow.
Plus your favorite +8 attack.
You mean 16. Your crit doubles it.
Oh, crit doubles it. Jesus.
So that is
16.
31.
That is a powerful stabby.
I like to imagine that you use your rapier incorrectly. You sort of slash at him, but it works out for you. Galter, he's still on the floor. So,
So since you're attacking a prone thing, I think you get a bonus.
Yeah, +4.
+4. Let me check something. That's okay. I'm initiating crushing blow.
All right. Do you watch as Galter
Oh, yeah.
puts himself up into a move you've seen before, and there he goes.
It's crash time.
This initiating the made attack, and if successful, additional 1d6. That's flat-footed.
Yeah, so it has an effective -4 AC.
God damn.
Crunch.
Oof.
Also,
Is that
yeah.
without the extra?
I added in the +4 from.
Oh, so normal AC, but in practice it's this. Okay.
So, what I was asking is that with the extra damage you do?
Yes.
God damn.
3d6.
27. You sickeningly crack apart a few bones. Which is
Okay,
good.
so it
Bad
took...
boy still standing? God damn.
No, it isn't standing.
Yeah, it's on the ground.
Well,
Oh yeah,
You just need to put him in the ground.
yeah.
and it needs to make a fortitude save. DC 12.
Or what? What is going to happen if it fails? Oh, it's flat-footed. Okay, so that's not a that's a thing that undead would have to save against. 25.
Yeah, that's probably good enough versus a 12.
You crack his
yeah.
bones, but he doesn't care.
Crunch.
Adi, however, still has the fact that he's on the ground to his advantage.
So don't add the +4, but the AC is a -4, so it's the same thing.
Okay. Well, still flanking, so everything else. Yeah.
No. Is that with the flanking and with the floor bonus?
The floor bonus is any AC penalty that you subtract on your side.
So yeah, that's just with the flank bonus.
Okie dokie, then it's not enough. The more we'll proc an attack for opportunity from literally everyone as it gets up.
Okay, well.
So everyone that's around him, go ahead and smack him, if you want to.
Right.
Oh wow, that bite actually did it.
Smacky smack.
The bite actually landed. Wow, and now you're all rolling really nice.
So he tries to get up and gets like 3 smacks.
This guy has 23 AC, and as he gets up, everyone just lands the solid blow. Crack. And the gore destabilizes. Whatever magic held this thing together dissolves, and it just becomes this very stinky puddle of bones and whatever that worm thing was. Ugh.
Yeah.
Well, that's a big slap of experience.
I think undead are for some reason list under knowledge religion. I know.
You want to do knowledge religion to do what?
I want to check if there's even any point to train to touch this pile of goop anymore.
Go nuts. Dr. Donuts.
So is this religion or some other one?
Religion, because it's an undead.
Yeah, exactly. I thought so.
That is exactly what happened, really. Everyone just compiled together. He might still be alive. You never know with undead. You have to throw him in holy water and boil him for days. If you want to be super safe.
Yeah. Whatever. Let's just get out of here. It stinks.
Watch out for the pile of grease that mixed with it. Ugh.
Don't... Jesus, don't step in that.
Grablix and Carl, roll me some perception.
Yeah.
Oh. Perception. Oh, probably gets a 13.
Nice +10, Grubblix.
Carl gets one too. Okay. Nothing.
No,
You notice
yeah.
nothing of note.
The only thing I ever needed to perceive is books. They don't
Yes,
really sleep around.
this is justice. Books. Well, you all step outside to greet each other, pat each other on the back for a job well done.
Anything interesting in this room other
All
than the
right.
mess?
This room is filled with an assortment of spooky and scary, shall we say, things. This is not a very pleasant room, but there's a collection of gemstones that seem to be used to like sharpen the equipment.
All right then.
They're very like small, insignificant diamonds, but as like a heap, if you were to sell them as a heap, they would be like a nice 500 gold pieces to whoever wants them.
Okay, I
Probably snag that.
scoop them up.
Just shove them into a bag.
So was it 500 GP?
Mm-hmm.
I'll add this to the loot.
Yep. Add to the loot.
Saw that.
Powiedz Maćkowi, że skończy gadać, to niech u siebie odkurzy.
Bleh.
Never gangster till the boss kills them. But are you gangster? Well, kids, what happens next?
I want to check out in. If I
Mhm.
can.
You check the rooms. You find more operating rooms. One has a person in it, but he looks very not conscious.
Yeah, let's leave the person to. Well, let's unplug whatever is plugged in and.
Doesn't look like they're in any immediate danger. If they're just, unconscious.
Then suddenly you hear a whole bunch of footsteps rushing upstairs.
Okay.
Then a loud
Well, if they're going
"Ah!"
up.
and then silence again.
If they're going upstairs, it's less of an issue because we're downstairs.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's sorted out. Let's go up here, I guess.
What
Yeah,
you
that's-
find
Door.
is a room with a thrall in it. One of those dudes who seems like he just had a panic attack. There's also a nice desk here. Some really nice cozy chairs. It's a very nice room. The desk looked like it's been abandoned in a rush, as there's some papers that flew off and they're still like taking their time dwindling to the ground.
All right. Yeah, cool.
I'd like to examine that desk, but, Thrall Boy's in the way.
He's not going to be a problem. He looks like he's worn his throat out.
Okay, I'll let him rest.
You slip on over to the table, and you see like notes on people they've captured. It like mentions a whole bunch of physical details like hair color, magic potential, effects of certain experimentation. There's of course a couple of like super evil. These foolish humans have no rights to magic. We shall see just how well they can wield it when we're done with them.
And what's this black area here?
No, sorry, that's the stairs. You should see that.
Huh.
There's some doors over here. Nice doors with name plaques that have fallen off, and there's a door over here.
So I guess we should try to find more lizard wizards. Oh, this looks like a washroom.
Actually, each one of the tubs has been repurposed as a bed. There's like some blankets in it and some pillows. By
that's
the looks of
adorable.
it, it looks like people left in a rush as all the blankets are scattered around.
Oh. I'll start heading upstairs.
You head upstairs. You can drag yourself over there by your lonesome. The thrall that's upstairs, that was in the main hall, has been knocked to the ground and pushed off against the chair. He's like, ah, he's like a bloody nose from getting pushed over. The front door is wide open. And roll me some perception.
Up one more. Okay, go to thing.
Okay, so what does the compass we still have say?
It's pointing south, away from this building, towards the front entrance and beyond.
Yeah,
Galter
figures.
notices, in the final moments, sees a snake person slam the door shut. He gets his fingers caught in it, waves them, and starts running off again.
We should probably make chase then.
If you want that stone back, yes.
Yeah, let's book it.
Yeah. Start sprinting after snake people.
All right.
Well,
Yelling
Do
downstairs
you want to
to
catch
the
all
others.
of them, or are you specifically going after the guy who has your stone?
I mean, all of them
this-
preferably. That's kind of our job, isn't it?
I mean, if they abandoned everything. All right, kids. That means you're going to have to make some fort saves to start running after this guy and keep pace.
Okay, so how far are we if we are this late?
Oh, well, I'm just going to say that Galter and Valentine, who were actually the first to immediately go upstairs and notice this whole situation, are the only ones who can properly chase after them. But who else do you need?
Get away, guys!
Man.
Okay,
We're
good news.
great.
He also rolled like garbage, so everyone fails a check and just gets tired. Because this is a series of opposed checks to see who falls over first, or if you both just lie on the ground after a point.
So, no, honestly, how far are we?
What are you
I
trying to
have-
do that you need this information?
Cast silent image at long range,
How far does... Oh, long range.
560 feet.
560 feet. Wait, you mean like 560 feet?
Yes.
Well, in that case, yes, you can cast it in front of them. They're not that far off.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
Everyone gets a little tuckered out, and the spell is cast.
Yeah. Cannot extend beyond 10 feet cubes. So if the group is in like how many of them can I catch in like a rectangle of 20 by 40 feet?
Oh, there's like 5 of them, and they're pretty close together. So
Yeah, so if I can summon like an illusory cage around all of them.
all right. I need to check one thing. Okay, so this is silent image, right?
Yeah.
I need to...
So it's a DC 16 will save.
Okay,
No
DC
spell resistance and like
Okay, well, the good news is they have no particular like affinity to ignoring illusions. So let's see what they all have to say. Means I get to grab a big bundle of dice and roll them all. Good news. So those are 16, right?
yeah.
Okay. The 3 in front are like, oh shit, wall. The 2 in back are like, what are you? And they'll just fall into a heap.
Yeah, so how much leeway does this give us to catch up?
You can catch up. Like you were like a couple of run turns behind them. So in the time it takes them to brush themselves off and get back on their feet, you'll be there. Do you want to
Okay.
enter open combat, or do you want to engage a plan?
What was our plan?
Um,
I mean, we would presumably like to murder them all, but I'm not sure
Yeah.
how viable that is.
How viable is murder? Well, I'll tell you this much: if it bleeds, it can be killed. Probably, presumably. I
Okay.
hope.
Are they within a 10 feet radius spread now so that I can
I'm
glitter
going
them?
to set them up on a section once I get where I
Okay.
need to be.
Does any of
Hey.
them look like particularly boss-like in terms of people who would be in charge of these?
What, does anyone look like a
Dudes?
boss fight?
Yeah, like,
no,
you
I
know,
mean like, is there a guy who looks like he would be in charge?
One of them looks a little bit more fancily dressed, like he's got the fine robes. He has these gloves of sorts that are probably like for something.
probably the boss.
Really crest.
As a fancy hat, you know. All I need is the fancy hat, really.
They're all dressed exactly the same, but one's wearing a hat.
Probably.
That's the guy. That must be the guy in charge.
Get him, boys. All right, I'm just gonna set these S's up.
Oh man, it's the woods.
They're surrounded by illusions. The others will eventually convince their boss that they should probably stop. They're on like a heap. They've all fallen on top of each other, really. I'm gonna give this guy a name tag so you know that he's the fancy one.
Bonk.
Yeah, they're in a cage. They're all one fell on top of the other, and like, god damn it! They're standing up and they're ready to start doing something when you guys show up within this, shall we say, accessibility range.
Yeah. Say Grubalik.
I mean, they were heading
What the fuck is
heading
Spider-Man
south,
doing
so
in that?
probably up there. Being good animation.
Yeah, I feel like we should probably be on the north side if we were all running south, but oh well.
It doesn't
Yeah.
really matter. This can
Yeah,
be
it
oriented
doesn't.
whatever way it likes.
Yeah, like let's say the south is on top this time, so
No, we can go
So-
up there.
As long as you're all on the same side, it doesn't affect anything.
yeah.
Alright, kids, they're on their feet. You have like a moment to do something to convince them to either A, not run away, or B, just murder them all.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
they're
we could
really
try
cool.
and get them to run to stop. What would we even say to them? Like,
So the two guys that we caught last time are here as well, right?
Yes, and they look as injured as before, if a bit
Yeah.
better.
okay,
So Val, you want to tell them that this time we'll beat the boss up for them so that he won't beat them up. Because we will, if they don't
Yeah, I
give
could-
up right now.
we could do that. Just basically say like, hey, you were worried about your boss beating you before. How about we beat him for you, and you guys give us a hand?
Roll me intimidation, diplomacy, whatever your approach is here.
Uh,
I
I'll
think
go
we are still
intimidate.
back in this with a threat of killing them all equally.
Yeah.
So
Sure, then it's
Mm.
intimidation. Give him a frown.
well,
Let's take
quite
a
as
look.
hefty as I would have wanted.
Not as beefy.
Can Gold help with that?
Sure. You can, like, stop your fist against the other one.
Hmm.
All right. Well, the two beanie babies are gonna scurry off. They're injured. They're wounded. They're not in the mood for fighting. They're like, "You can do it, boss."
so they are still within the cage, so I would like them to not step out of the cage.
Just kind of in the corner of it.
No,
Yeah.
every one of them has been informed that this is an illusion by this point.
Okay, fine.
They've shared this information.
Okay.
While in the heat.
It's just enough for like them to all get knocked over and stalled.
Well, they saw a conjured thing, so they presumably assumed that it was real at first, and then they stumbled, and then they were like, "No, it's not."
Yeah.
Well, you still lost that stone, so. All right, what are you trying to do? Because they are going to take out their weapons and make this a final stand, and preferably take down the weakest one of you with them.
Okay, Grubalik
Presumably start with glitter dust.
I want some
Probably
initiative
sure.
from everyone who thinks that they can do this.
Eh.
Wait, just give me a moment. I'm going to clear the turn order first. There we go.
Okie doke.
Let's see what the dice give them for initiative.
Nice.
Sexy. We have a 13, a 14, and a very delightful 27.
Jesus.
They
Speedy,
have
speed
plus 9 to their initiative.
Damn.
They are fast. They have amazing initiative, and they have like plus 5 to dex, so yes.
Grubalik's drop from the initiative.
Groblix, what do? Get back in there.
Well, Grubalix is casting a summon's wall.
He summoned himself in the end.
Yeah, well,
Alright then. Seems Snake Man is going to go first, and he holds his arms out, and he's going to cast a spell.
Hmm.
Because why
Would
not?
Would we have a chance to do something while they were in the heap?
Well, what you did to get him off, like you were being intimidating, that was what you did before this happened. Another cast a spell and all that kind of stuff. So a bunch of stuff happened, really. So unless one of you was like, I have something that I can do real fast. No.
Oh. Well,
I have this bomb in my pocket.
I mean, I do have a bomb in my pocket, but it doesn't mean I'm not happy to see them.
Magnificent. Alrighty then,
I
kids.
don't think I can do it fast enough.
Oh, this is a fun one. Alright, kids. He summons a fog cloud. And everyone gets to roll me a fort save.
It's our old friend Fog Cloud.
oh no, it's a stinky.
No.
I want that spell.
It's not a stinky fog cloud. It is a very nice
Heck yes.
fog cloud that makes you feel very happy. Why be angry when you can be a happy boy?
It's Alexis.
It's fancy fog. It's green because they're lizards.
I'll move this to back so that you can see yourselves. Alright, let me just double check the DC so I'm not giving you incorrect information. The DC for this exciting spell is 16.
Yeah.
Whoever failed it is fascinated. Meaning you just kind of stand there like an idiot.
Yeah.
Carl and Grubelix.
Poor Grubelix and Carl are out of the fight, but the rest can still stand there. Fancy's also going to kind of duck behind his men. He's like, do it! Fight them! And they're like, sure! When they get out of there. Let's see.
Yeah.
Carl is fascinated. Man, this club just makes you feel great. Galter.
Right, you. Bra. Ah, yeah. Beer from the cloud.
You still get to make another save on every one of your turns, so...
Oh. So I could have made it at the end of mine.
Oh, no, wait, I read this wrong. You have to continue your save while you're in the cloud. Okay, so... Galter moves out and is no longer in the cloud. He sees these two snake people who are armed and ready to go.
Okay.
They all got their dukes up, their swords up.
Okay, well, yeah, I burst off the cloud and I inject myself with my strength mutagen.
They see you
Finally.
Time to get swole.
They're like,
Just suddenly start bulging with more muscles, and whatever skin you can see is kind of hardening.
Valentine, you're fine.
Blink.
Yeah,
But you probably shouldn't stay around here.
yeah, I'm gonna get out over here and gonna use my gun to shoot Fancy Man.
Click.
It's the wrong thing. Go.
It's a keen gun, too.
Fire at will.
Bam. I think you're actually close enough to ignore, like, a lot of natural armor and stuff, so, yes. A bullet just hits him in the shoulder.
I can't buff that one because that's only for melee attacks.
You see him flinch as a bullet races into his arm. Grubelix is just having a good time. The snake people, this one will just kind of swing with a scimitar. 24.
Nope.
Alright, the other one will scoot on over. And rolls a 23, so that's also a nope. I don't think they can even hit you with their bite attack in this context, so... They are, however, flanking you.
My AC is 24 currently.
Okay, excellent.
Because the protection from evil ran out. It's been for minutes.
How's Ade doing? They're not affected. They can scoot out of there.
Yeah, wish someone could drag us out.
Well, the effect still lasts for 1d4 plus 1 rounds afterwards, so...
Yeah.
Although I'd say that you get to remake your saving throw since you're no longer just breathing it in.
Ade gets over here. Gets on a biting. So that's flanking.
Nope. He catches it with his shield from in this wide swing. Fenty's like, oh no, the situation is not going quite as I expected. How rude of you! I will show you what I can do.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. He will fire a scorching ray at that annoying Gulter. What's his modifier on this? Let's see. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. It's actually stupid high. Gulter, what is your touch AC?
Touch AC. Touch AC is 11.
Nope. You're hit for 46 fire as a burning beam slams into you. Bam!
Oof.
Ooh, that's a lot of damage.
And he also steps back a good distance. See ya. This cloud will persist for not many rounds. It's going to disperse next round. Gulter, you are hurt and you are surrounded.
Yeah, both of those are true things.
Act fast or die fast.
Yeah. Let's see. Looking at the wrong sheet. Equip. I think I have a potion of cure moderate wounds. Yeah. I have several of them. Yeah, I drink one of my cure moderate wounds potions. Glug glug glug.
While quite distracting, they reserve their attack of opportunity for when you're trying to move, to stop you, so to speak. So you get a free chance to gulp away all that burn.
Yep.
Valentine. You can't quite see the guy as he's partially behind the cloud. It's... yeah.
No. I'm probably just gonna attack this guy then.
You swoop on him.
Fancy boy's too far away for me to chase him, and I don't want to go through the cloud. So, stab, stab, stab.
God dang. That is...
+8, baby.
Ooh, gonna go for the 17, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, don't forget to remind me that on the next turn the cloud dissipates. Well, they were planning to move into your space, Valentine, to flank Gulter, but instead they're gonna... This guy moves over here, delays. Some smart stepping happens, and they attack Gulter. Together, like friends, and they roll absolute garbage. How did you do this? One rolled a 1, and the other one just didn't roll enough, but... You can't blame them for trying.
Okay.
Just remove the cloud.
That will move over here and fight this one with tush. Tush.
Is that with the flanking attack bonus or not?
Yeah, flanking bonuses in.
Mr. Fancy is scooting right along down the road again.
That's not good.
Calderer, you can roll me some fort to shake off the effect now that the cloud is gone. Nope, you're still very, very hazy. For 1d4 rounds. Another 3. Galter, you're still surrounded.
Okay. Yeah. Let's try to change that. So, another crushing blow against the guy I'm flanking. So,
here we go, banana slammer.
And hoppa.
Oof. He's big hurt. Valentine, you're next to guy who is somewhat hurt. These dudes, by the way, have to run off into the sunset.
Oh, he also makes a DC 12 fortitude save.
Eh. Wow, it rolled a 1. What a lot of ones today. He's flat-footed.
Hey.
Hey, Valentine, you can step on over and give him a bop unless you want to go for Mr. Fancy.
Yeah, I'm thinking going for Mr. Fancy, but I'm not sure if I can get closer without getting
If you want to
smacked
trigger
by these
attack of
boys.
opportunity, anything is possible.
Yeah, I'll take it. Take the attack of opportunity. I want to go over there.
What's your AC?
My AC is 18.
Well, no criticals, but you are hit.
Oof.
8. 8 damage. Didn't roll too good there.
Okay.
So you're hurting, but you're going after. How fast are you again? You're 40, right? Like what's your base movement speed?
I have 40.
Okay, then you're faster than him. You will catch up eventually.
Yeah, I'm chasing this bad boy.
Grub gets
and
to roll me some fort saves to not be spooked out.
I was gonna say as I'm running, I was gonna shoot him in the leg.
Oh, sure.
Just try and slow him down.
Show me the goods.
Bang!
Wow. Wow.
That's pretty good.
Grub is also still out. Okay. It's time
Getting
for
away
some
from me
attacks.
that easy.
Yeah, you're proving that point. Okay, good news, you dodged one. Bad news, you didn't dodge the other one.
Oh.
It's only a confirmed threat, so don't worry about it. He rolls 3 damage. Ade.
Okay. Well, Gold points towards the fleeing lizard man, so Ada will be charging at him.
An opportunity attack is made. And hits for 7, so Ade will take 7 damage upon leaving, but that's about it. After that, Mr. Fancy, by the way, is just running. He will not take any actions on this turn, so eventually they'll just catch up and tear him to the ground. Or something. I don't know what's going to happen when you catch up.
It's a charge. It's a charge.
Ooh.
So
All
what
right.
did attacking on a charge do?
Okay.
+2 bonus on attack roll, -2 on
Bite
AC.
his butt.
Yeah.
Butt button.
+2 bonus. That's. I will attack one now. 24.
Ow. No, not minus. Minus. There we go.
Jump.
He immediately provokes attack of opportunity as he is running.
Oh.
Skitter, skitter, skitter,
Jump.
skitter. Called away your fort saves.
Wow, why is my character sheet so slow to load? Keeps being this.
Galter!
Right.
You're on your lonesome now.
Yeah. Hopefully I will bring that other one down. Drop that one. And keep on hammering down on the wounded snake man. Crunch.
Alright, he gets to roll me something special. Alright. Valentine, what happens? Were you still running after this guy?
Yeah, I'm still chasing that bad boy.
Okay, we're just going to say that you and Adi are going to just tear him down in a couple of turns, but you're out of combat, essentially. Grubelix fort saves.
Oh. Grubelix. Fort save. It's just getting worse.
Yeah, I gotta say that cloud really did a number on 2 of you. I got a 1 and a 23, so I think our good man is good.
Don't die out there, Galta.
And Mr. Fancy are all having a great time over there, out of initiative, running and getting caught up on. Can I get a fort save, Mr. Gold Carl?
Oh,
Butt biting. Like how there's a freaking butt chomp.
Nope, it's only getting
God
worse.
damn it. Galter, go.
yep. Just checking whether I have a maneuver that let me attack more people. Hang smash. No. Okay. Just keep on slashing and stabbing at this unfortunate snake man.
Go nuts. Alright, he's down and out.
Crunch.
So what are you gonna do with the guy to the north? Because he's going to surrender or try to take his own life.
Well, I'll slash through the first snake man and then kind of just
You just
whirl around, face him.
And then,
Brr.
because he's not going to take any actions against you, so to speak.
I'm just gonna be staring at him wordlessly. The mutagen is not doing great things for Golder's brain.
All right. Well, what do you do with him after combat ends? Because that's kind of where we are right now.
So, in the meantime,
Yes.
I would
By the
like
way, what
to
do
ask.
you do with Mr. Fancy when you catch him? Like, how nice are you playing with him?
Uh,
I mean, do we want to drag him back to town and have the Rat King sort him out, or do we just want to behead him and take the head?
Yeah, probably one of these. Well, but what I would like to do is ask Grublex to cast me Mount, and then Mount and Ride after the two guys that ran off.
By the time you catch up, they will already have killed him or captured him. So, what do you want to do with him?
Capture sounds better, if I'm honest. We'll just, like, tape his mouth shut
You
or
have
whatever.
2 captured snakemen.
Yeah. I recommend that since they are pretty good at just slipping from bonds, you just knock them out so that they don't have consciousness to slip out.
Good plan.
And with this, we're going to call the session because I got another session coming up real fast. And it's a nice cutoff point.
Well, should probably also rifle through some pockets as well.
Yeah.
Just
So,
put your hands in your pockets.
So I would still like to ask about my plan to just kind of get a horse from Groblex and ride after the two guys that run off. Will they agree to come quietly if I ride up to them?
Well,
I mean, probably.
oh, you're gonna go after
We've
the
got that-
other running guys. They don't
Yeah.
really want to, you know. They're like, you said we could go, so we're going.
Sorry, connection got choppy. I didn't
Yeah.
hear.
He's
Breaking
like,
up a bit.
listen, you said we could go, so we're going. Why are you suddenly changing the deal?
Yeah, I
No,
mean, that's fair.
The deal was that we don't kill you.
Yeah.
Eh.
And since you're by your lonesome, they're like, we could probably take you if you want to make a fuss about this.
I've still got a summon spell
Yeah. And they have poison.
and glitter dust.
They have poisonous bites and sharp daggers. And they will make a fuss if you make a fuss.
Gold has sent gold there.
Probably
I'm
should
just
have
too
sent,
busy.
probably should have sent the armored tank after them.
Yeah, but would he have caught up?
Why wouldn't he? He's on a mount. The mount isn't affected by that.
Okay, fine. Like, sure.
No,
like
you don't get to retroactively do something. You've already had this discussion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
You did not know this. You could not have prepared for this. So what do? You're gonna let him go, or you're gonna try to risk your life?
I mean, they are still at like 5 HP each from
They're not
being
good
beaten.
off. No.
Yeah.
A bit beaten up.
I mean, the real question is, are they the bigger problem here?
I guess we still got like 3 of these guys. So, I mean, eh.
Yeah, we've got their boss. We probably don't need to round up every single goon.
Fine.
Maybe.
I mean, you can fight him if you want to.
Either way,
This-
you can
Decisions.
decide that for later,
Yeah,
as
probably.
well as me rolling you up what's in their pockets. For now, however, well, surprisingly, you've actually kicked it up to 60,000 experience with all those tough fights against spooky people
Heck
that you just
yeah.
kind of rolled through.
Ooh,
Part of that is also a quest completion bonus, since you've technically did what you were supposed to do.
huzzah.
You just have to get all the loot and get out. And, I don't know, maybe save the prisoners, I don't care. Nobody cares.
Yes,
Who cares
so
about these
some-
trapped people?
I mean, yeah, we'll come back for them. No problem.
Alright.
Mm.
Yes, so level 5.
Oh,
Oh man.
I hope I don't get to level up like right during the.
No. No, this will happen
Yeah.
after that has been resolved.
Yeah. Good.
You don't suddenly get to manifest a fireball because you're slightly upset at them.
Yeah.
though, if you were a sorcerer, that wouldn't be, out of character.
It will be in character, yes, but not for a wizard. Although I guess you
Yeah.
can be like, I have this formula and I might as well try it.
I would have probably gone with Stinking Cloud anyway.
But yes, I will drop your loot and your and stuff later. Bye bye.
Yeah, bye.
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 Eh.